memenda kwanhwefo nyina yenchiacha monyema mo happy Sabbath, happy day. Na ade anonsia bo aponsima no adueno nson. Awokansia mu nsem na no pe ye timi ede ebro wo na FIFA Club World Cup ukopiemu ewo USA United States of America baso na enye asem kitwa kwa clubs no from Europe, from other continents no na FIFA amo kwanya so amo embra 32 teams and on waka mu nyina boma mo so mo ko US no mo akwa test ho se de nyoma ebesi akọ hye so say ade a 2026 FIFA World Cup no US eka omaya omo so ebe hosi ni bi in fact dodo na no esu omo ena so omo ni Mexico ene Canada ena eche ahosi ntie nei FIFA so omo kwa akobo saa eye 32 club competition no mo atteste said ye honom so no ebesi ahwe nei ahead of 2026 World Cup na said nyoma enso ebesi akwanti saa na esi eti o Real Madrid for na kopie Man City omo eko Chelsea for no eko clubs ahodo akanyina omo so anya akonya for the maiden edition already competition omo ebo that a few clubs be and na ekobo aba force say there FIFA for edi dodo na no akwa ho a empo yesi 2029 bia ombetimi asa tretrim amara kodru 48 clubs na sesika efirimu ba enye sika ketwa nra ye ba bebo chirechire mu ekire wo se de ebeshi akọ winner no obetimi win as much as $100 million sana esi ekọ from group stage all the way to the final ukobona ja $100 million she 2 weeks na wagise sika no enso etimi de gu ata so hwan ena ebeje prediction no o de ba ye betimi enso akinkan de ama wa bra take part of the show. Barrier of XMX 0244743143. Samson Akupioma live on Facebook. Kastle 90.3 FM Cape Coast. Kastle 90.3 FM Cape Coast. Kwamena Sumano diatum ewo ho into babesha na eno so comment no odeba ne akenkama we a share na yentimi enko yenim na Thomas Anero Denke ene de birthday ba bedi hu komo yipa na yetimi enso edin semno edi abro edi free honum tie ne SMX no o de ba ne akenkan de amane mu anopai coach Ben pa na nei wo hwa oba be show club no mu a result oriented passion we bia Premier League na opaje bia La Liga na opaje e bia na FIFA Club World Cup ne a okokọ paje a coach Ben na ogidi senko ho a enko beje enso adi amantu club no ne mu amoko Premier League no coach Ben na ususu pa senko ho anko betimi age Chelsea for metimi akabia mamo Jose Mourinho coach Ben na ayada no say nkene ko borua o team no mu a ka season edi animu yi pepa obeba be wini enso edi amount Bayern for metimi akabia mamo Job Hankins na okọ Real Madrid a coach na commission say ko Bayern judging club o na wan be ti hwan na ogidi se oba be show team no mu a seti ya obeji eye trophy enso etimi edi ama ye o club no in fact national team club etimi di account Ghana nkan is it Renard Ave yes or no sa coach na odi Zambia for kokoje no so na odi eye Ivory Coast for eje ba ku bi ehwo so oko Saudi edi Saudi foi ekokoko share Argentina for no ewo ye World Cup no and this ana hon sam na city transfers ahodo by the nyina bro okokopie mo Europe mo under 21 competitions no and so course no games ni bi ba so sanso na weekend medical catch of FIFA Club World Cup no and so bus officials ni nyina no ye besisi so etimi dia manyame admo china na ehya Inter Miami omo na etia no Lionel Messi wakasa and so dia fa competition no so ba transfers no so their confirmations no ewa ha done deals no nyina no ye betimi confirm ediamo de imminent I no so enche betimi happen no nyina so no ade besisi so enso etimi ediamo me di Frederick Kwamakusi FKK 14th of June na sabosome no ye pemu a ne sa enso etimi edia koye nim na bibia aye kama eberuwa mo de dika ama no ne nsem no ye be bobo akire tetetew enso etimi ediamo dodo na no be fa transfers enso na FIFA Club World Cup enso baso no ne abafie FA Cup finals no anase final no baso na golden kick any Krobia Santikodoko na bo afenu nyina no akasa dia fa games no anase final baso no golden kick on coach papa friend Ney Hansen ono akasa dia fa sanso na Karim Zito nso akasa dia fa Mr. Wilson Ata ono chairperson ma MTN FA Cup no competition no so etimi akasa dia fa ho die ntia omode legends games no enso so etimi aba so kotoko one legends no Sansana Hearts one legends the denti cross game na aba so nya no wo etimi ede ho nsem enso etimi ede aba ye behwe ne ahwe kwabna wuso kan no coach Kwasia Pia time omana kwanya mane besia kan ede ma Black Stars mekai South Africa game bi aba so otimi ekokokobo bi just 3 games per eno boys say o Karaguchu o say an unya obesa babak aba beboa enim honom no eho enye hye ni nyina no ye nsem edi frefie enso etimi edi aba be so ye betwe ho aba na ye wura mu na ama no ne nsem no ye etimi abo akire so etimi edi ama wo dwumedie no so sha sia ne fa afi comment no enso efa bra bekin kan dia ma live on Facebook okwa na no so the comment no just leave it there bekin kan ya acknowledge ba bia obi a ne ba bia the free bia we a share dwumedie no na afofro so entimi embongura mu bi emfa emaye ye ba sisia na ewura mu dia ma no ne nsem no tew enso etimi edi ama.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marty!
Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marty!
Kastle FM. The sports king.
Yabakwa murone na yetimi LCC nsem no so enso edi ama o hye no so edi a Betway Aviator challenge no egusua edem enso etimi edi ama de hia ene se wa unim dada Betway akofa ba ne ron na ko ohun but we di omo agum nti ubenya abotre na enei sika bia pesa odi tum no na odi ato na afa Aviator na so wadi akiri kama na no so wetimi edisika pudu hye so obetimi edi as high as 500 Ghana cedis price yes cash price no na so we 500,000 Ghana cedis 500,000 Ghana cedis on sa ebetimi aka edi na no so wetimi edi akwo wanim kama hye so we ade a emre eda so enti entwen emre ensai emre ejinamu until June 30th asha say ejinamu until June 30th na se bosome awieye na se Aviator challenge na etimi ebe awieye enti o twen dey Mensah mre kwakwa enti nei ma wo se obedum no na sefo ho na se omode omoni achesan se season no atwagu ebia nei FIFA Club World Cup na eba no na obetimi abawuram kakra atwatwa bia ase se dey Aviator challenge and a course from Betway. I say Betway gets way more. Now I bet it responsibly. Sa and I see it regulated by Gaming Commission of Ghana. Amo eso and I jina na fe ya bo romu na ya de amanonin semno and so etimi ade ama said ye and also ehon enwoma esi etiano and so ewo honum on Kastle 90.3 FMTN Samre ye borum na yetimi ahwe se de sitene mom no Zuma Ness Zunzum say enodi ebi kwenum so adi amai.
I got my power, I got experience, I got do everything too much. And the old man who want to challenge me, hey, I'm okay here. This is my national flag. I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of Africa. Oh, you know, man, I'm too bad, baby. Bad, baby.
Yes, in today you're proud. You Romu na no pay your Romo edi amana nsem no enso etimi edi abroserem kano adventure no ba na ya kinkan enso etimi edi ama 0244743143 me tie menya na nka Madrid for Judging Club eno mo ekofa no sanse papa no abin onim kochiye papa Morino menya na kampe ba say dey ase aye kakra Madrid bobo kono before bebre nkran no ewo bebre entienei ka Judging Club e baya ka ebe fan tem kokra. I'm not saying say Xabi Alonso wontimi nya obetimi aye but comparing Xabi Alonso to Judging Club no judging e won anim kakra na experience no ene ne nyoma oye no ade aka obebo amade boboko no ayiro mu ye papa winim ku 10 na emom no Xabi abaye nso ye we shine well ebetimi afa na emom oni coach a minya ya na nkwa coach ye mi team na esenka bibia konkan wo so wo de no hwan ye ni manimu ya wom se wo club no e wo coach de but ebia nanka o ye swapping coach no hwan na de be swapping no akofa na ono so aba be hwe akire enso atime dia ma ode ba na eno so ya bo akire dia ma FIFA Club World Cup na e ba so hwan na beje is it Lionel Messi's Inter Miami ene beje anase Real Madrid ene be kwa kwaje Man City beje na Paris Saint-Germain the omo echre ye this season Champions League French League no so omo eje omo so ebetimi akwa na Chelsea fo de kokwa sasa ebefa ho akwa na o de ba na no so yetimi akenkan ediama dwumedie no so saa na ho nsem no AC etie honum na yengromu na yenhyase emfa nsem no entimi emfamro enra UEFA empo UEFA competitions for more under 21 no eno so etimi eba so games ni bi etimi eto forma say na akokopima esi group A ade Spain omo under 19 no echi Denmark etwamo kanaba kwa Denmark for nso so entimi anti abrantie friend Izan Merino ena etimi eto atena no enso ede ema Spain asabre de omo nso so etimi ekọ omo anim enso Romania ehye 2 ema Montenegro omo nso so etimo ba ko hyere nso be under 19 Euro I no so eno so etimi eba so we European version of under 19 no ena no so etimi eba so ho na ukọ Africa onim se Kosafa Cup ekoso semi-final games no eba so Angola echi Madagascar etwa mo ekane 9 Madagascar fo echi mo ba ko so na South Africa eshe 3 Comoros enso so etimi mo ba ko ti kopiem south of Africa honoma omo nso so competition no enso so etimi eba so Kosafa Cup no semi-final no sana esi ekowie mo enso ho na yenko na yenhwe se de nyoma enso betimi apie mu enso ha na esisi akire emfa medical catch se FIFA Club World Cup no sha se nyakopo ya doma Sunday na de tense group A na El Ahly mu game no ebeba so 12 am ahomachi na sa game no so baso nti mekire memendai ade beche Sunday na sa game no enso baso El Ahly omo any Inter Miami na Lionel Messi epua ti sa game no enso baso na ukokopiem so ade game no Palmeiras enso ebebo FC Porto eno 11 and I said 10 p.m. That's a Sunday and you and I sa game no enso baso group B ever continue 7 p.m. and omo game na baso at that Sunday Paris Saint-Germain omo any Atletico Madrid and airbo PSG any Atico and airboy 7 p.m. and a baso go group C honom na Bayern so etia no a 4 p.m. and omo game no many Auckland City and so betimi abo 4 p.m. Bayern any Auckland City and so at the Berwin time so honom na CONCACAF Gold Cup almost games in be baso group A Mexico and so any Dominican Republic ebebo 2:15 a.m. and as a game na baso group D USA United States of America Pochettino Koyano or Brepa the last 2 games in Chodian Kwa and Aquadiama should be against Trinidad and Tobago obetimi achomo na waviomo 10 p.m. and almost game no and so ebetimi abaso games nyina no ade bechi Sunday 12 no ebe baso sanso na Sunday anwumre de aka no so ebe continue FIFA Club World Cup and no baso sanso na kokopima CONCACAF omo Gold Cup no and also baso Mexico Dominican Republic about 2:15 a.m. sanso and group D USA and so any Trinidad and Tobago and so betimi aboway fixtures ahodoa and also free hoba yes is so etimi diama won yenwuramu was stories ahodoa na no so yentimi entwaso emfa ema wo transfers no de tie and say AS Monaco omo enya breakthrough omo negotiate against nase for Abrantie fan of Pogba na ne ade anro ya ene nyane yie pa eba bepiem already edika catch say Ansumani Fati enche obefri Barca no akwa piem ewo AS Monaco yeso mo hwe so mbenya Pogba akasa di no na sa 2 players yi omo so etimi announce omo ede akire won supporters no enti eno ensama eno so efri Pogba after say ne impenifo etimi akobane no say substance bi emra omo twini moja na afi omo hwehwemu no omo ehun say substance no ewo ma entimi emboa ma athlete eni se oyusu no no so etimi edidi agro enti no ka 4-year ban ena nkomo ede ma no mo yiwewura mu a ehwehwe ya ema appeal ekoy ema branch no mo te so a ɛde ne ba 18 months ɛma ntetosoɔ no ɛkɔ ya wasɛvie wie ɛno ɛna sabre deɛ wahyɛ ase ayɛ training a AS Monaco so on bɛma no chance na afɛ no so ɛtumi ababa be revive ne career no ɛnso nti wɔne Ansu Fati ɛfiri ɛyɛ ɛkyena ɛkɔ no wote sɛ ne ya confirm the amount sɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ Monaco players a ɛma no ɛnyɔn wɔn nti ɛna ɛreti Pogba from 1 to 10 sɛ ɛna ho no ɛbɛyɛ yie anaasɛ okɔ akɔdi agorɔ ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛntoa so na yɛnkɔ yɛnim ɛwɔ transfers no mo ɛnro a ne story kɛseɛ ɛba ɛne sɛ FC Barcelona after sɛ papa a yɛfrɛ no Juan Laporta ɛbɛka sɛ aberanteɛ yɛfrɛ Nico Williams last season ɛna nkɔmmɔ ɛhwɛ sɛ nkɔmmɔ sa bɛtumi aka no aberanteɛ no ɛkyerɛ no ho egu ɔmo so kakra sa sɛ ne ɛasɛ ɔkɔpɛ ɔbaa bi wabu do ama no na afei wohyia no baabi a wopɛ sɛ ɔne ne kasa na ɔkyerɛkyerɛ no ho na ɔbu anikyi kakrakra na mbɛ yɛ asɔ de bɛma asɔ mfa ma na ɔkyerɛ no ho kakra sa na ne Nico Williams ɛyɛ ɛde ɛkyerɛ Barcafo nti asɔ ɔmo bu fu kakra nti Juan Laporta season kɔ awie no supporter bi kɔbisa no ɔsɛ aberanteɛ no deɛ ɔno ɔnyɛ n'adwo sɛ ɔbɛba bɛbɔ nti yɛm forget nti saa ɛnɛ approach a na nka Barcafo bɛkɔ no na nka ɔmpɛ sɛ Nico Williams ɛyi n'anim ɛka sɛ onya Barca ɔbɛkɔ yɛsɛ nnora aberanteɛ no ɛka kyerɛ ne agent sɛ ɔne Barcafo ɛnkɔtena se ntwetwe nkɔmmɔ nti Barcafo ɛhwɛ sɛ Nico Williams ɛnɛ ne ɔkyena ɛkɔ next week so no ɔmbɛtumi intensify ɔmo negotiations no with Athletic Bilbao na ɔmo nso akɔsane aberanteɛ no ɛmana bɛsi akan ɛde no ana asɛ de ama FC Barcelona ɔbaaba bɛka Lamine Yamal ho ɛnso ɛwɔ ntɛntɛn no hɔ Lamar ɛnenam ɛyɛ right na ɔno nso ɛnenam ɛyɛ mpo left hɔ na neɛ ɔmo ɛyi nkonya wɔ hɔ ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm ɛfiri Nico Williams aso ɛyɛ ɛba yɛsɛ bi a 6.3 million euros afi bia ɔbɛgye saa sika no ɛnso ɛtumi ɛde agu n'ataa so na yɛsɛ ne Barcafo nso so ɛtumi a promise aberante no ne ne agent no sɛ nyaade a ɛbɛyɛ issue koraa ne registration no a ɔmo aboaboa mo ɛwɔ space hɔnom a ɔmo nso bɛtumi awɔ camera ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛno nso ɛfiri Nico Williams for ɛna so na so ɛyɛ ɛnso ɛtumi ɛde ɛba ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛtoa so ɛwɔ nsɛm foforɔ mu transfers na mu ɛho nsɛm no bi ɛne sɛ ne okokopio mu deɛ Antoine Griezmann nkyɛn na ɔextended ne contract ɛde ma atiko ne coach yɛfrɛ no Diego Simeone akasa de afonsa aberante no ɔno agye tum so ɔyɛ mfomsoɔ sɛdeɛ di kan ɔkaa sɛ obɛfiri ɛyɛ boboko no akɔ akɔsi akan de ama Barca ɔkɔɛ no amfa na ɔba bi a na supporters no nso ehuro no na ɔba back no ɔmo hunu sɛ ɔyɛ ɔmo dea nti so aba deɛ wɔ sɛ ɔmo ɛwɔ kame no so ɔno sɛ ɔba de sɛfo no wakɔ wayɛ asoɔden na opie kɔɛ no asa ba fie nti ɔmo agyina wɔ two ti last season ni goals na amba no as a result of sɛ ogya club no ɛkɔɛ no ɔbaeɛ no na saa spirit a supporters no ɛde back no na ayera nti wabaeɛ a wɔsi wa extend the amount no this season na se season edi anim no goals no ɛne ɔmo hwɛ Griezmann ɔma 6 na afɛ ɔno nso ɛhyɛ bi ɛnso ɛwɔ ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛno nso so Diego Simeone ɛnso so ɛtumi ɛde aba Tottenham Hotspur ɛnora ne ɛbɛ confirm yɛ ɛnso ɛde ɛma ɔsɛ coach a yɛfrɛ no Thomas Frank ɔmo assign no ɛnso ɛde no ɛfiri ɛyɛ Brentford okɔ Brentford boboko no so anim hɔ nom aberante bi hɔ na ɔtoto ntena paa wohwɛ ne benkuma no ɛka yie papa Brian Mbeumo na nei na Manchester United for ɛhwɛ sɛ kɔmo nsa ɛbɛtumi aka na ɔmo nsa nka no ɔmo de first bid ɛkɔ second in fact third nso yɛ atwɛn a ɛnkɔyɛ na first and second nyinaa no ɛyɛ ade a ne club ɛnso ɛbɔ eguyɛ ɛwɔ hɔ na ɛno ɛna wohwɛ deɛ a ɛnei yɛsi Thomas Frank ɔhwɛ sɛ ne nsa ɛbɛtumi aka aberanteɛ no na ɔno nso ɛde no akɔ akɔpie mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Tottenham Hotspur boboko no ɛno nso ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛfiri hɔ nom ɛba a yɛtumi ɛde bi di ama ntie ne Mbeumo ɔmo hwɛ sɛ ɔmo nsa bɛtumi aka no na ɔno nso akɔsi akan ɛde ama ɛyɛ Tottenham Hotspur ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm kakra a ɛno nso ɛfiri hɔ nom ɛnso ɛba aberanteɛ fɛ no Mastantuono yɛka no ho asɛm akyerɛ dada ɛno amadifoɔ ɛkɔmfɛme sɛ aberanteɛ no ɔmo anya assign ne deal no na mmom no ɔbɛbɔ FIFA Club World Cup no with River Plate owie a August ɛna ɔbɛba abɛjoine ɛyɛ Madrid boboko no na yɛsɛ ɛyɛ 3 installments ɛna ne sika no ɔmbɛtua ɛde ama ne club 15 million euros each na yɛsɛ afi biara no ɔmbɛtua 15 million na yɛsɛ ɔka bɔ ma 45 million euros ɛno ɛyɛ sika amadifoɔ ɛnso etua ɛde kɔkɔfa aberante no asabere ɔbɛjoine boboko no August ɛno ɛyɛ news kakra nso so a ɛfiri ɛyɛ Franco Mastantuono ɔno nso from River Plate to Real Madrid ho nsɛm no yɛtumi ɛde ama wɔ ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔnom na yɛnkɔ yɛnim aberante yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ Gabriel Magalhaes wonim sɛ ne osi akan ɛde ma Arsenal ofri Brazil Ninua and any teammate and so any Rodrigo goes or no so see a kind at the Emma Real Madrid Bokono Nano any Abusa Gabriel say nay Brantia your friend Rodrigo goes no ya linking to a yellow club no na say and now no also on the so behind him say a branch and a bone in ball wakano sem danny dejina say or your one player unyano ebaba beshe Arsenal Bokono ebeye omo de ye papa intene ono so de sansem na ba se o support sempany for etimi make move na ebe ya omonko no mo konkofa Rodrigo goes enso embra no nso bepiem ewoye Arsenal Bobo so no e ka ono nko ade a nka brante no ka ombra no nso emesia kan emfama Arsenal Bobo kono no eyensema Gabriel enso so etimi edi aba ewo dwumadie no so na yentoa so na yenkoye nim ewo ne confirmation of air transfers ni bi na no so yendi ho komo emfa emma dia already yatwetwe nkomo kunha akopiemo ewo ye Manchester United bobuko na Brighton say a dream come true and so etimi edi emano so no so after so ko United emre bi atwemo entimi amfa mana quickly o move on okochini ya enokowe Wolverhampton Wanderers as celebrate the last season or tontena bebre and so edi emomo anei United for akwa hochiremu amama kofa Brighton abantio so no ne die so awaso dadaada fresh time okoyamfa second time akoi okọ no akwa yiro no so etimi performing edi ama club no eno yenseme free oba Rio Ferdinand ene yene twetwe nkomo ene yebusan say o former club yo muguso a yes signings ni bi na enim honom no yeso o mo hwese Brandt ye fe ne Victor Gyökeres no omodi no ebeba Rio Ferdinand say yanka nchiro bia so no or professor mbekwa akofa Victor Osimhen edine free eye Napoli aba dan say Gyökeres no wahwe no nanso no on the ofili Victor Osimhen dan eye Brandt ye fe no eye empo Victor Gyökeres na so munyina no Victor ene di omudi no adencheche yentie Rio Ferdinand said the ordin nsem no mu kiremu enso etimi de bai
Gyökeres, there's talk this morning that the Sporting Lisbon president, he's not agreed to a gentleman's agreement of 59 million. He wants 85 million. Is he the right man for Manchester United at 85 million?
Tell you one thing, I'll be in his office and he wouldn't be able to leave me. I'll be in his bed, I'll be in his front room, in his kitchen. He wouldn't be able to get me out of his sight. I'll be causing him a nightmare to get out if I wanted. If we've had an agreement,
yes,
I'd done that when I was at Leeds. I heard Man United were interested in me. I knew Leeds had to let me go, and I went to Peter Ridsdale and said, "Listen, come on, I know you need to sell me. Let's not haggle over a couple of million here or there. Let's let me get a deal done." And I was there for hours waiting, and they ended up getting it done. But is he the right guy? I think. Listen, he has some really good attributes. I've not seen enough of him to be totally convinced. The games I have seen him in the Champions League against players that match him up physically, I think that I'd love to see a bit more. In that sense, I've said that. But there's no denying that he knows where the goal is. He's played in Portugal. He's been banging in goals and setting up goals left, right and centre the last couple of years. But I just think for Manchester United at this moment in time, I would go for experience more than anything. And someone like Osimhen, experience, played in multiple leagues, international football, produced at every level that he's played at, knows his way around a football pitch. And I'm talking about not just for the first team playing now for 90 minutes, but I think also for Højlund, for Chido Obi, the young kid who just scored 2 on tour the other day, for Xerxes, for these guys to look at someone and go, that's a reference point for how a number 9 plays. And I think that if I was going to go for one of them, I would go for him or someone.
Yes, Entienne Osimhen, no, and Rio Ferdinand, I prefer Manchester United for a month for Madrid and show now for more and conquer free Napoli, a honor, take you for no person keeping Gala for no national real, or Sister United for no Quabia Branton or Bejipene, Ababa Baby, see a kind of United, Nemo Gyökeres, no, Washano Bebre, and Pa and Tranidi, Wapusu Bebre, Eddie Ama, a yet Ben, and as a sporting ship, Usha, a La Liga or Portugal, no, they are 33 games for boy, 39 goals, and or share 7-6, and also 80 Eddie Emma, Honum Champions League, and so 6 goals, and so no Timmy Esha, other air competitions or share 1 goals to be, and I say 1-2 goals to be at Timmy Eddie Boy, Neno, and our sister or compare or Pobia or ye more matured, Nanny game no so no, a bay influence any teammate no more. Our Manchester United entity and or prefer Victor Osimhen rather than Victor Gyökeres. Now I know NISA Ebusano say expectation at the man you know say no huno season D and no say United no should more maybe a 8th position be honoma. Omo you don't want bet me Eddie into no expectation Rio Ferdinand so ɛwɔ ɛde Manchester United.
I think the most important thing is showing that I think the word loyalty gets bandied about far too often in my eyes from a club's perspective, but also from players and managers as well. But I think this is a huge sign of loyalty from him to the club. I don't think anybody could have argued if he'd said, right, I've done my time, guys, I've given the best years of my career. I'm now going to go on to this different adventure. No one could have been up in arms about it. But I think he's sitting there, and I think it's a testament to him as a man, as a human, that's gone, do you know what, I've got unfinished business here. I don't think he's doing it with any knowledge of going, I've seen enough to go, I think we can do more. I think he's doing it more in hope, if I'm brutally honest. I don't think there's been anything to suggest that Man United are going to go on a barnstorming run next season and finish in a Champions League position. I think my expectations for Man United next season will be top 8, top 6, and you've got to be happy with that. And 15th in the league and being a shambles.
Top 8, and I said top 6, and no expectation real. And so I was at Manchester United. So, I'm more in Bayern or break a cry and TNA or call on one preseason, no, I can't see any no, and Umpono and good enough. And so I'm Farmer United, so I'm a Kwaji League, and I say put top 4 no, or Metima Boromo, you don't want. Ebia mid table top 8 to Ombeba Ombekwa Konya Europa na conference bi enso atimi abono ensema Rio Ferdinand enso kan ye de FI Sansen 7 hono ma ya kan bi enso de acho dwumadi no so yenko ka Walker enso akasa dia fa o se ne nani age de ma Tottenham Hotspur so mo so eje ye Europa League no coach e friend Ange Postecoglou benya na nka wa continuous say papa no ndi ogidi say ogi trophy de ama Tottenham na nka o say no enough Ede Emano so no so ebetimi atana no so no so sesa trophy bi senka obeboa ama Tottenham enso age eye Europa League na kan Premier League na oni City age no enye de di kan na oni omoje de to so mienu no ko be sesa so ko de beje eye Europa League for eye Tottenham Hotspur, the former club.
And you think they've always been the club that's nearly got over the line. But one, I'm buzzing for them. One, I'm buzzing for a lot of the staff that are still there. I messaged, the kit man, Alan Dixon, just saying congratulations and stuff like that. And because Ange promised a trophy in his second, and everyone was writing him off. Everyone. I think from both to finish 16th and 17th, if I'm correct, in the Premier League.
That helped them, Kyle, because there wasn't pressure below them, so they could rest the stuff in the Premier League.
But you don't think coming to that game, both of them, as a footballing club, as players, you want to play in the Champions League? I think that's a bigger game where if there was 3rd and 4th in the league where they know that they've got the Champions League, that game's millions and millions of pounds for the club.
Yes, yetine eno ensema what kind of found social Tottenham mu European competition no eno na players no adwen ekoso ye pass omo ebebo aboni eno nti ene duru be no Premier League games no na enkoye enso emfa emomo entiene oti ase na owie na o se obe change sa trophy no Premier League no ba akobi on de tosu mienu no omo je nanka or the aqua Europa no and so the Tottenham.
Son, like for what he's brought for the club and how long he's been there, and seen you play against him many times recently, and you just have a little bond with him and a hug.
No, because I remember him walking through the door from Leverkusen. He signed from Leverkusen, and he walked in, and it was like a rabbit in headlights. Obviously there was big characters back there, but we just clicked. There was something between me and him, and we were just clicked, and we had a proper good laugh. Me, him, Dele, Kevin Wimmer was probably really, really close, and it was just nice personally for him to obviously go all that time, getting to all them finals, being that nearly person, but then to finally do it. I said to you the other day, I'd probably give up one Premier League, not the first.
For what?
To win that with Tottenham.
Yeah, I understand, and you can see that why, because you know what them Spurs fans
I know
are going to be like.
I'd probably give my second. Oh, that's formidable. So, it's hard to give one away if I could change it, just for what that moment meant, to say that I was in that Spurs squad that won a trophy since 2007.
Enti Kyle Walker, former Man City right back and this and 7 by so Siakai Edema Tottenham Hotspur Bobo boy Echepa 2009 Okopio Mujremo to 2017 and Sana Ofri on Makopio Makobolo was Sheffield United Kakra Okobo Yellow Kakranso QPR and Aston Villa so Kobo loan Honum Nottingham Forest and I said Northampton Town Honum Sono Okokobo alone and so Honoma finally Okowie mu ewo Manchester City awuginemu ansana Okokobo loan ewo AC Milan say yahwese Turkish league no so bekwa kopie mo de sansem nyina so atimi dia ba say Humin San any other players or no mo boy and so ewo Tottenham Hotspur Bobo no mo sa quality na no mo ebetimi age na so no omo bre ntimi amfanti any den any je ede masan so no so atimi ade Tottenham Hotspur so age eye nkruwa anase kruwa ho no ma na nko be ni de so no so ewo ho ntie 2017-18 enye sa league title no Ananka or the Ebesisane moment 2018-19 dear no almost second trophy, Premier League trophy almost edgy was sitting no Okasa on sisa non fan kobo Europa non konjima Tottenham Kabeni de pass and say Kabeni de so a part of that squad almost wa making history for a year in former club Tottenham Hotspur Kyle Walker and so na de sansem no and so a team Eddie Ejaye honom na ne ukoko piema a brantia your friend Jonathan Ta sanso na Tom Bishkov they are buying for a yomu nyina so Eddie echere won supporters na no amre sansem no so etimi dia ba Jonathan Tas ya ni de say sometimes ahyase no onhyeda enya ne ye o dream no enhyeda embam street emfa mausa nti ne wakwa ne number bibibre eno asaba bepiem ewo ye ban nti dream come true and so for him no ensema Jonathan Ta former Leverkusen defender no and so Eddie sansem no so etimi ejayen ewo honom na yenhwe Chelsea for omo unveil won jersey omo ebehye ewo FIFA Club World Cup no ase na say ne white and blue eno eyade omo yacha na de omo se design no unim say US de okwa omo eba no MLB sanso na NFL na omo eboye papa ntine de omo se design omo jersey no say de city no mo amudi sa games no echi no ubehu MLB sanso ena NFL no de omo design omo jersey na say omo twa de omo twa no sa vin neck bi sa sa na Chelsea for no omo ahiesie na bottom no omo at the bottom and atum from esoro ekosi ase eti ube here na say Chelsea ube hu omo FIFA Club World Cup na say omo jersey no hu say fofra omo a o de hwe omo crest no na hu bon say omo crown no and I say trademark no ebo ho omo a specially made for the competition no no just to say omo celebrating with US no nsema Chelsea for so efri omo asoye ba omo edisa design no so eso etimi dia ba kama na Inter Miami omo ebe mix the services of Jordi Alba, Yannick Pride, Sanso and Gonzalo Lujan omo nyina ntimi ensia kan emfama mo wabra omo so eti FIFA Club World Cup no ase honom eno yensem kakra eno so efri honom ba ye bia ma ewo dwumadie no so na James Milner why extending a contract ban 1 year at the Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton nyina no nyina so bono o say nya de oberita enti se say the ogusua hwe the numbers no ebi beba beka ho na all time appearances no Gareth Barry and now no LED of 653 games and our boy Premier League James Milner on the Tosumienu 638 into a so betimi break his records now no 1 year extension on also so betimi the side Juman rankings at Tosumienu 632 games and our boy and so Manchester United Frank Lampard with Chelsea 609 and so Premier League no any other clubs or boy no and also so Honum Sansona David James enya 572 into James Milner so no so betimi akwa breaki sa record no abeta no eno nsem kakra no so efri honum so eba honum na enye Chelsea nkwan so kokopioma FIFA Club World Cup no sa NBA style player entrance no sa na beko so hwe NBA na omo ekwa players no omo embomu enko omo kọ 1-1 omo si pitch no so 1-1 ya bomu din entine announcer no owo adwuma ye papa players do back no for each teams no ye bebo bia din baako e de akere supporters no na omo so etimi ahwe obia se de nyoma enso ebesi akọ e de amom to USA efiri echina kọ na ho be ye de papa eno ye nsem kakra firi oba ye nwie e wo ye FA Cup 2025-2026 season e wo ye England third round of games no omo se memenda January 10th ena ebe shase 2026 January 10th na shase fourth round no enso memenda no bebo February 14th sanso na fifth round no Saturday March 7th sanso na quarter finals no nyina no enso ebe shase anase beba so ewo April 4th anase 4th April semi-finals no on bebo no April 25th sanso ena final no ebeba so Wembley May 16th eno nsama eno so efi honum enso etimi ede eba. On that note ye bejina na mom no ye sorry no Lionel Messi SNA FIFA World Club and also so another FIFA Club World Cup and also so eba so no or say a very interesting competition papa also or ye eager na ontimi entwen so omo so betie si pitch no so na omo so etimi akwakosi akan ediamo say I'm eager and I look forward to competing against the best teams and doing well. Eno eyen sama Lionel Andre Messi on so etimi edi aba ewoye FIFA Club World Cup and so etimi aba. So now the nominees for Ballon d'Or 2025 no almost date for announcement August 7th and almost edi players almost so I fortunate almost performance no etimi abo almost so eba eye empolice no so no August 7th and almost betimi announce sa eye empo nominees no sa so and a full eye ceremony no and so be take place September 22nd. Now mo announce eye winner no and also eye nsema efi honum so etimi ede ba. On that note you be gina so na ye de amano ni sem na si ho na ye timi atwa so ede ama on Kastle 90.3 FM. Tie na coach Ben na onya no say ne swap o current coach o hoi na kofa no bra no beji kruwa mfama ye ka coach o ba ya oba beji trophy de ama wa coach Ben ya o de no o de ba ni akenkan de amemedi kan say ne so obi oba be break hands flake sa ade ne niamo ho nsem na ye o spin honom na judging club na nko betimi ababa be stop wo so o de na ehwan ya Chelsea for mo de no hwan man you munya hwan na be kwakofo na ba Alex Ferguson na enti ehwan ya o de ba na no so yetimi akenkan bi enso etimi de ama na se Jose Mourinho by eba ba je Europa League enso etimi de ma mo yetwa ombra na yenguro mu na fama no ne sem no kakra emfa emam ye sure say mainly abe transfers na FIFA Club World Cup no so no na yetimi abafi aba ba hwe MTN FA Cup na no so yetimi edi atwa so any other stories ka ho no na yetimi edi ama wo dwumedi nso on Kastle 90.3 FM yebasisia.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marty!
Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marty!
Kastle FM. The sports king.
Wait, enti ebetra so higher Kastle 90.3 FM na ya koya nim happy Father's Day to our fathers. Na me admo chna a D-Day baso kama na no na Rich Royal Hotel etimi aye packages ahodo dia ma yen say ne omo ema aye easy for better for worse and so etimi dia ma say the be betimi a celebrate our fathers and until Sunday June 15th 2025 special treat from a Rich Royal Hotel mo so money kabom na ye ni ejana mo so etimi edinti with just 400 Ghana cedis ye be call na yakwa kutwa photo shoots no ewo ho na se ubro photo booth session no ebeba so ewo Samtios buffet na se de ope ubedi de ope obenom na ni nyina no so etimi abo room ewo thoughtful gift for that Ridge Royal Hotel boy na ejanam so enso ensa kan electrifying live music performance ho na me pe no na no so yetimi abo room enjoy a relaxing gateway June 1st and 16th 2025 and also so a basso a Rich Royal Hotel now no copioma a single and a special accommodation rate or more Eddie MI ni no a celebrations intra na a single na call for 1,750 Samsung a double a 2,400 Ghana cedis and a special a accommodation a rate almost so ashishe Eddie ama a yen. And so happy Father's Day to all fathers. Reverend Kodia, good morning. Yan chairman yan chair Jafo na Thomas Anero or Denke. And you know me the Thomas Anero Denke. Ubi and show the Udini birthday. Udim na or your blogger na brand TV. Udini chair one shot be an the back ewo eye empo internet no so ewo ho na ochire na adwen kama e ba no promotion so a oh yeah very good and so ewo ho intene Thomas Anero Denke ade a odi ne birthday na ni age ne de oye den on fan so na mom no ye be wo hye no June 4th enti odi na ade kama nyankopon hira na onya ne kese na oma ne sika bebre oma no kwatenten ahoden ewom na ne dae so no so and so embremu ewo ho imsenche Kofi Kinata ede no be ko US na se ne okona on bad ono abe no na waye ewo ho Osman
FK
Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How far?
Oh, nyaminado.
Ya gida.
Lafiya lo.
Ya matan.
Ebi nyu hono mansa. Ada me no official na ebete.
Oh, okay.
Ada me no official na ebete. Masisi aziti. Ebi anyi ho. Ebi anyi bibia.
Shide ya ima de baba.
Oh, ebusuafo nyina obi a wo
de kowa.
Yes, obi a hyehyɛ ho yi.
Okay.
Na question bi se mo sanso mo to mo wa. Obi mama answer sezi.
Dia he no.
Question bi se me nyina yi.
Oh, so wunim bibia nti.
Ana ma jana nyim bibia. FKK.
Osman.
Oje easy o.
Yes.
We just ended in bed day.
Yeah, sure.
They are couple na say mu pray mu hunde you my kama na me sinti me to me day ya. But I'm sorry temu.
Sana ye.
Yes, me sorry temu na me hwa around na ye kekanyem bo ma de. E wotum na ya hye bibia. But they be make the empire plan was it?
Yeah.
But master plan no so any
coupon. See, yes, a man proposes
and
God disposes.
Yes. It's an open by in
the open obeshow akuma mo ebi wo kwa BP e wo wa no obeka but nyankopon so wada no ahwehwe mu a na wasone so.
Na me not see.
No the best no e dia ma. Yes.
It's an America the empire by in then come our planning so onye nyankopon so na adwen. Tu no be share them na. Na we asa you the
Uncle Jessica Hoda.
I'm not say. We have a fine.
Yes, now I'm here much now. Father's Day. Himself, Babania, we share fathers in advance. No moment, so I can reach Royal Hotel Boama near Janum as celebrating the Kamanti Fre. Na ebuku a stand, or anase bookie a table, any regional hotel, so intimate entry and come and so ewo into Fre 0312 003 342 Samsung 0501 672 908 0501 672 908. Now need reach Royal Hotel and so etimi adwetwe call from I say oh papa why be am pa nti nyame admo chna o pese o celebrate no nti o frɛ no make inquiries na wo hu said no so ebesi akọ high sense and also yeguso a generic campaign no eguso a nei home appliances no they will be say television say refrigerator say chest freezer say air conditioner na o pay laser television CB no ye sharp ye pa pictures no hu a bibia eda so kama gas cooker washing machine smartphones sound system water dispensers microwaves sound so and a blender rice cookers kettle ne iron air fryers ni na okwa onsai betimi aka bi Ghana ha de be bia obenya omonchi ewo honom to ukọ Accra ukọ Kumasi obekọ eye Tamale ukọ empo Takrade Takwa Mankasim oba Cape Coast Central Region hanom dia na ye wo Cape Coast ne kwa Mankasim ne akwa kwaje de sanse ho ena omoben yi pa Oboase Sunyane Techiman Kaneshi won kramam nyina no kwa onsa enso ebeka bi enso ewo honom we high sense won komo no sana esi etie ehonom na so wetimi akwa the everyday prices for everyday people frɛ na no mo so entimi antwen komo na product kra open no na ono so oni omo etimi edi ho komo 0302 550 340 0302 550 340 ubetimi so visit to omo website ewo eye empo highsense.com.gh website or now so wait me flow on na Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Samsung na YouTube on so sabit me akamo and so ewo honum na yen twaso na yen hwe ewo eye game pack cool chop koi now so far hon and so ejim me maw eye short code no dial *946# *946# now once so wait me abo ewra eye game pack eye cool chop no the obeye any say ubetwisi one number na no so wait me ahwe me friend no lucky number na no bibia enso so etimi akoye the amount focus on winning big and no a short version and no so almost so etimi the amount over 18,000 winners already yensa akomo ene 3.8 million Ghana cedis no omajedi otuo try the anti pick sa lucky number no na afi wonso so embo ma dia sharp we wini na wonso so sika no ye de egu eye wallet no so e de amount daily *946# na wonso so watimi follow prompt no na nyoma akonkan dia mo hye no so draw no adani dey nyina live on Game TV, live on Game TV. Now so wetimi follow betimi follow so Facebook, Instagram and X said en kan ne friend Twitter no na bibia so akonkan di amount ewo dwumadie no so yenko na yenhwe said nyoma ehie ko messages no be and so yenyi kakran fi or na yentimi continue or say if they like they should form the combined 11, and I'm talking about the Golden Kicks players and the Against Supporters Union Krobia Metema Santikotoko will score against them on Sunday from Nketia Cape Coast. And also Eddie Viabanese or MTN FA Nyami Oduma Ochina final no airbus no ehon sama no so etimi deba na we dey SEO papa good morning. Okay. I say ask F and I say the brave Ruby no. I say ask FKK and Osman, Obo and Uncle Richie that Bayern Oakland over 4.5 goals. Okay, 4.5 goals. Then I say the 5 goals will be will appear in the game. Okay, Man City with that over 2.5 goals. Next say onwa edi na yaba the betting yina banti later I be season say wapa enso etimi edi ama eti for we so say more update of Real Madrid and we say e can be the ono ya the manra omo omo third training session no na Dean Hawson on the onim so mu yin di Wednesday no until no that was Tuesday into on the no started with the group no that Trent Alexander-Arnold ono so enra or start here Kylian Mbappe enso return here to Madrid squad no a omo nyina full squad no beka so mo available Madrid for so edu omo Florentino Perez so eko visit omo emo so etime twetwen komo ekakra FKK. I wish Hansi Flick would have coached Liverpool coach Milo inside Ankara prisons. Yes, and the coach Milo so Eddie Hansi Flick bano club side there obeba be ye adwuma ne dia ma me kai pa Bayern embra no mo ho kire mo Japan ken se ba ye ekoye na Bayern fo ni na mo Pep Guardiola so eba ekoye Ancelotti mu nyina ekoye na ho na other coaches ne ba ekoye no Hansi Flick ono po de no mo ni enda no so e no mo ba de dika ma no eba be ye interim kakra na onanamu a ode Bayern fo yi hye A2 ene nasifo yi that season no e na oche PSG Ejuomo ewo Champions League final and so EGM ewo COVID era no munti Hansi Flick coach Milo Sinko benya nanka okwako coach Liverpool Sunset trophy no obejijibi and so etimi e dia mo na oba aba sayin so a oba be breaki Madrid fo ya pre and so age trophy e dia mo si more transfer on Barcelona na mom no wan fani din and so entimi amba we say good morning champion FKK. I'll say okay, champion FKK. For me, as a strong Madridista, I prefer Klopp than Xabi Alonso because Klopp is an experienced manager, but all the same, Alonso can do the work for we Madridistas. This FIFA Club World Cup is for Madrid. Amotuga inside Simeon, right? Yam fa no so eva beto so na ede dia kana ma so betimi edo de aba 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 live on Facebook. So what the bar na yetimi akenkan so Eddie Amos say Richard Atna Semenko na mana kwaba. So Richard
ZFKK,
good morning.
Good morning sir.
Bibia boko
Bacho bibia boko
campus here nice there.
Bibia ekoso kama
Ade chire hwie kama
bibia
okay. Na mo games bi bana government say as a last 2 weeks na mo games no
okay
school games na
oh okay school games ne there for now the games bia ansha dani ho sa
okay
game bia mbebo bia no mabowi mabowi
na last 2 weeks or so there na no mo bo Robert Mensah
na no ye inter schools no
okay.
But no mabowi
right
mabowi ndi for now ne there did they say no schools no the omo ye bia ne ye omo ya hoboafo next year omo ya hoboafo next game next tournament inter school tournament be baso no
okay
any other friendly matches be a be on babu boni ade. But we say inter
now mo matisa mo teachers no mo friendly cry chain.
Oh yeah, but last week he cry call Abakrampa. You call Abakrampa ko boy teachers. You go J42. You go J. You go J42 but yes can first say players ni nyina no players no say ahoden ne kofo
for the monya the am say Kastle cry me and you betimi ahemo
oh that be deko ye be hwe ni aye ye be share be ya ho ahoden wo for but
na friends ma ko nyina matisa say nyina ya say share mo
oh that be
go so no so mo nsusu nje
and na say ye bo game na say nyoma nko yi kakra by first ni there especially say agri park pa be ba no be share yen daddy ye chi national ye be ma obi a na ye chi obi a de ma no
okay
ye chi obi a ye chi friends empu holy child ye chi wo me de ma omo if okra de om de yire ne omo ye chi omo bi a na ye share wo guy national for okra omo share da
oh okay that's it Sir Richard and our telling Kano na me say busa for no so ye dem now Osman
okay
yeah fine
anopo yebezim komo kakra yebe transfers ni bi na FIFA Club World Cup no so nyim de is starting from Nyamebotina match 12 a.m. It is going to be the order for the next 1 month over the nyim it's in yebo share the inaugural game no yebezi hon komo alali no onye Inter Miami na ya hwe Nyamebotina games obekodo no Bayern wo game honom the maso na PSG Atletico Madrid so game no so bokodo na afi Palmeiras and a Porto no see about showing is home come
right
and some trending issues be record Lami Yama
why then
you able to know for kakra yes ochedo onya botel no focus on the ball number menim why all of a sudden up there was a certain antics be cannibal ball no ho able to makasa confidence the ball na kwa ba ka share the my one kan baba wa bado and that video be circulate to social media menim senya bi ahwe okopa pre baby na nre no odi Cristiano Ronaldo his name no start with R and odi nre no ye R wo hono na ogina ho no resro na nyim de yan so say ti game na ase no ye ne be ofre ba because recent I today wonte me shada andre kakra ono Lami Yamal no aha na opedo onye Ronaldo twema nso bi menyim rival opedo create ho no but so chetum na yetunofo so these are some of the few issues I base home come kakra no
right Sir Richard Man United Mensah kan dia mo hwehwe my thoughts
Manchester United ye senyan kan dia hwehwe nwie
kun ha ba nyi
enya say kun ababat still na Manchester United hwa last season position Manchester United occupy Manchester United wo Premier League no insem fata Manchester United looking at new man Manchester United aye winning league trophies consistently winning Champions League going unbeaten. Now if I get it to the point say Manchester United if you more pre 14 ni 15 or money a 2 or 4 no
great
goals yet Manchester United me ball na goals na mba
ti ma ho be ka ko sinti fa ko ho bemba na wa hwe
be hwe ho no na fi a
defense no mu hia
hia players ni dey hia be 3 players ko aka ho anza na ehu say Manchester United bit ma compete
any other stories
yes any other stories
Osman
FK
yes young quite stood up na
ma menda was an power na yen chechia he na hwefo eno onye etefo ni nyina as usual dem ra wonyem no you stream live on Facebook ntino ebotum na room on Facebook onum ekwa like page no na share na wonu so baby no so onye bi nhwe na yemo show no ntum on trend or ye keep coast the region and then beyond na FKK that thing and send record Israel no onye Iran yes and anka asem so Middle East anka yen san konfa ye ho yes and konfa ye ho kra but we say na ye war in a global world into no most war baby bia no it affect yen so na abrabo wa hadi na that o start ya no pompuni kakra bi mpo no ya tell was crude oil prices no no mo yes no mo start there or kosori bi na Ghana pressure or ba the yendo sesia no onye is into no yesterday asomdwe no che do ba the Middle East hono na ye ho ton because Russia-Ukraine war it had an adverse effect on our economy how much more countries will produce oil anyone is go and once upon them wonder why your world major powers are say one say bibi kosia okay na brabo directly we had nti en won yen kan hu bi sese nanso mabosi ohonom no it affects us nti asomdwe na mpaebo na yerebo de yankopon mama nti ase abawo ehonom na the power that be no wonji nam na them retaliations na as no okodo no under onya easy na me follow pa ehwe bombardment a currently okodo Israel honom na FKK is not good. See, yes, world leaders no oya one yen kan hu bi but the major effect no nyipalungu wa hade ya na Japan president say wa hade but the kind of hardship was beyond economically no ye bre
okay
it's yes sir FKK can trade na yen sports say
right
na America la me ya man asem at the age of 17 years the world is at his feet. In fact, numbers and more about excitement when you watch him. The kind of deliverables was in the course of the game. Obia Penasem or a wonderful chap. And maybe I will still continue making this argument. Lionel Messi, probably he's the goods. Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, they are at par at the level up on the good conversation. Yeah, but once in the greatest of all time, no, they happens to be there. At least top 5. Ebenya womu ebieni in that man list, no. But for us to say there, at the time and age, at the age of 17 years, and at the memory was start one career, no. The level and Lamine Yamal way do no. These two great players were no wonder 17 years American one no. At the age of 17 years, now Cristiano Ronaldo entirely in his career. Now was just 5 goals per also. National team no nya bi mboy wo honom. Lionel Messi Argentina national team no mbe no ho. Even Barca senior team no mbe no ho ansana. But they had the potentials. The kind of consistency at these two players was down the world of football. No, Lamine Yamal at the age of 17 years, no, we show glimpses there. All things being equal, say he pray and boom, suspensions be and boom, one can't drop in for me be, and you may be against this particular boy we are. FAK, he will get to the level will be respected at Brent and Obedu. And like I said from my initial statement, you know. I love players who talk big and they will deliver. In the Kwakobo match, now I cast a big that in that game, you know, football is your business. You are there to do your work. Indeed, that costs a cocoa wage, ma, but the antics outside of football, no, outside the field of play, no, Sabi, I answer be arranging. Ronaldo is, if you look at arrogant. Sakai Seb Blatter, in some okay, the for Ronaldo, no one there, or you're too rigid. They be opera way as I know in some baby okay the fun of home. But Antan today, or say that ma reply no zema ne critics are and I work an answer. Say Baka Yabo Nations League finals here we know. We've seen a lot of videos Lamine Yamal no bimpo kada or arrogant because at the time Portugal fun work kwaji one trophy no. Na hwe Messi no church no wo honom or ye honom na when jina wo mpo wan hwe bimpo na people spoke against him. Time okwaje one losing medal the bronze the silver medal no and when the Cristiano Ronaldo wa to na sama Brent and the Ortien boy you know one Kastle Ronaldo no hu kochia the next player not Oben Ronaldo. People are looking at those issues and talking about our Brent and there. This is not sportsmanship. And think you read the man can you but fast forward and the video be about out boy na or papa baby okuta is it I'm friend there mena long brooms ni bi
okay
and our papa nwura na our papa no garden nwura no and otum was a troll are wo honom na kwekwaje baby na no resero yes me you know bit on about na say are say it can be anything about my
revival
about my revival about my Rooney about my Ronaldo whatever but we know what is happening. All I'm saying this morning, don't focus on the football, no. Because you've seen great talent at the age of 17 years, you know. Now ones who were good them, but in the one level, I know one here, one going to do honor. And then I'm using come about Saviola. Saviola had more potential, you know. But in the year the world of footballer, when you're sure there, you would mention his name. If you look at Ansumani Fati, or dominated Barca team at the time, I know you will learn Messi more honor. Yeah, what Luis Suarez, this guy was playing. He was deciding games for FC Barcelona. But when you can say, I know my story, Monaco from where when you know, na career na kwa bibi because of injuries. And this is football. It's, you know, concentrate on the game. Let your football speak for you. But things outside the game are unvaluable cowboy no. If you go how I drink. And I like him so much. Reason of way the most same way we are because and to many other moon ye. They've seen it all. Trophies are put a win no. They've won it. Podiums are put there for no. Wafu agent. In fact, number Ronaldo Jr. Oh yeah. About to when you see that ball. So baby Ronaldo we do no. If you kill me, ma onya boterna arrogance or ya wadoso. Onyimbo ne bo, but on tete nyama do kakra don't focus on the game no.
Right.
If you come menya transfers e kana yambra or Liver Club World Cup. No?
Okay.
Yakwa Italy national team a yenyim there the Euro 2020 or 2021 no. And one of what is Ronaldo. Sure. Now that time no Mancini no be adwuma na waji trophy si Ronaldo. Owie you know he wanted money. Into when Saudi came calling no or jet no hono kwa Saudi. And then around that time no na police akwa the trophy. Now what we know and Luciano's place there he will leave the scenes once the plots are high. But on the following season him go asim konkoba. So he will move on. Into market omenya an upgrade when it comes to appointment ejuma oye no. And the Italian national team be friend. And around that time, I kase abebe sin day. Enyama nkoya family Italian national team no. Into na mawabaya in there. They should look for a new coach. Now, the last edition of the World Cup needs to to man qualify or honor. The last Euros run of 16, and Switzerland chi Italy for wash on honor. Fast forward, they started the World Cup qualifies. The very first game I was boy no. Now results in your good from the Italians no. And see, the Italian Federation Football President, she a coach in the catch and verbally there. Master said, "But last game we were a circle." And to coach and about by G to the performance in so anyway, and if you there, they need to go to the World Cup into no. On judge man on front to honum, no move on konim. Yabatet rumors names are not Italy for no. What should one you want by Juma? And to the very first I ever say no, no Claudio Ranieri. And that tinker man, Obiani Mejuma Papano, why you're in the game of football. A coach that revives clubs. A coach only on non clubs what tomorrow you want to trophies. I make a trophy as I'm talking about Leicester City. We saw him at year 2016, 15-16. A coach for the budget trophy. In the Serie A, he knows the national team, he knows the club football. Cagliari last season, no worry. Oba furniture come for that stabilize the team no. Wonderful job. He went on retirement last season and at this season, yabo born year you know. Na Roma for na man koye en famonte Ivan Murit or fan number yeduma no. After some 9 games no wajano kwen. Around that time no, na Roma for they were 5 points adrift of the relegation battle no. And our appointed Claudio Ranieri, FKK, ejuma yakopon obaye. Papa yobaye we've all seen the good works are obaye. Right. In the qualify on to the UEFA Europa League next season, team no be honum. In fact, it was only 1 point per and a Juve Funo was the sin. Roma Funo. After the exit of Luciano Spalletti, now speculations in there. A Quanibia, 1 year, Claro Bacasa. Number for team no another the national team no nyadwuma, but humbly, and us Nankas and pocket away J coaching no. And a Roma from upon a child, the number yeduma, and a quack of humanity no. Or decline a human to uncle Juman or honum. And that is what he's talked about in the Rome Italian national to coach a new coach. Now, many can say FKK, it would interest you to know that the Italian national team is on the verge of appointing Gennaro Gattuso as the head, the senior national team head coach. Gattuso. What and some of the Canyon. Now, I'm mentioning this CV as a manager since I was in a football career, was a baby. As a footballer, I'll be on you when the papa says, now, bonus when you made your money when you bought the ball. Yes, no, you made your money, Ankasa. But as a manager, so far starting a career somewhere around 2013, Ozerabano. FKK as a papa way on to months in a club more than 3 years. I'm so on Yazi. For young people, the last club was 2 years no. Now or Pisa and what's 2015 to 2017. But almost other clubs will follow Ninja okwa 1 year. Now wage and Okwen. Until from AC Milan, okwa November 2017 to May 2019. Ojano Kono Honum. Napoli, okwa 2 years. Okwa Fiorentina 1 year. Valencia 1 year. Marseille 1 year. and I'll call Croatia, I'll call Hajduk Split. I want to quite 1 year with Genoquen. But in the way you tonto and prepare as a question today. What per question is when you busy, General Gattuso no, and our Shana or Fana or Babi Jumano. So, Papa no, all things being equal, no, be around Cossesa by Monday, is it? Now I'm confirming there. The head team coach of the Italian national team, no, only the Jumano about Koya or Honum, it's in the General Gattuso. This is about the moves and also Paul Babe or Honum. For club football, Monaco, I hear stories be break throughout the whole of the week there. I ran tough on Sumani Fati since last 2 weeks in Porter, he's moving to Monaco. Indeed, they are looking for that Brent and conclude dealing with Honum. And then it is yes, won't come off your identity. You remember Honum. But one player in the eye, we are saying we've forgotten him, but he is still actively playing. Unretired from the game near Paul Pogba. Yes, Pogba. A sensation in the game of football. You're going with all your Juventus. Now you're per midfielder who could a class. Midfielder only born the body 30 pace, only man train, only goals to share. In fact, all your flamboyant in the game are not your Paul Pogba. About Manchester United as usual. United offer big rising stars, big name players. Eba or about the Joe, Marco. And on your day be a agenda being America them. But we can mention.
I rented so more F1 or brand or young.
But I went to my bar around that time. Yes, went to my bar.
The second coming there, and I say, okay.
I mean, no, your kid them. No, your kid them. And if it is actually Pogba on the level now, now Coach United to elevate cinema, Keka Balando and Coach to more benefit. Okay. But because of the toxic environment and how I don't want to watch a change my year, no. And of course, most of the big name stars over United that went to Mwamba Bono or Hono. I'll go back to Juventus, but when he moved back, we saw what happened to the guy. Yes. Around that time, he was lost in confidence. Not only confidence, it's in the first season, 10 games, two more boy. Not injuries, so dorsal. But second season, I expected that Brent and Obotum now, why hit the grounds running, no. And I remember who in there, Paul Pogba, was the Wakakofa, and Ruboni Bia, anti-doping agents, what it is against the game. And I was banning for some number of years. Or for review of a dama case on a cast. And a way review about to was a ne ban was a call some 1 year. It's not too much for a hooping 1 year on your opportunity. Then, winter transfer, no, he could have joined any club. Nanka Wakako Bobo Honum. But he felt today because what's if you had channel. Even as it's not only Abuterna, only team start a pre season. Number no connection Honum. Now, if you can say, Abrahamton is ready for the next step ahead, Yes. He's now 33 years of age. Age it is catching up with him. Now, when you can say, Monaco for once again, and a well crazy man. The next 24 hours, are very crucial for Paul Pogba there.
There's a Pogba betting me a copium of French Ligano.
Yes, back again.
Monaco.
Yes.
Wow.
It's the next 24 hours, the PIA crucial there, Brenton is joining Monaco. Now, so two more joiner. I was signing a 2 years contract. Now, as I'm a AS Monaco Honum. And before I want to wait, I was about something very nice or Honum. But the question maybe say, can they challenge the might of our PSG? And that is a question. But I'm very happy for Paul and Pogba there. Okay, Kurumoye AS Monaco. Now, at least Champions League football, he's going to be there. We are going to see him once again there. He would enjoy his game. Right. Now, we're two now. Kudos to him, Honum. Kyle Walker, yes, Manchester City, 35 years of age. He took a very wrongful decision for me personally. Because now City right back on so I fitter Obiarin to Muntuno Honum. Even at that time, I think now we're dropping form. He still will get opportunity, play for the team. But once again, and in Pep Guardiola, on you when you tell you want to leave, on Pouch, you will go. Or AC Milan for initial 6 months loan deal. And wasn't one now he came back, City World Cup, FIFA Club World Cup, one for an squad, because or a surplus to requirements, and a wage and wage. If you can say, Fanabache, what's one from Galatasaray from Quotains is so all the big name stars in until one also about Jose Mourinho. On your boy Nazim Commodore, at least all about one now. No so about now, why revive or yet, ne career no. At least the dying members, or boy, we are about to know what Kunim. It's also a share the 3 Lions now, national to Bibo. Obey here competitive league as all bar, about to America call back into the national team. Until they Fanabache Funo, wanye abrent na contact ho ma what is in commander no so Ombasana as a free agent now for Mafana Bache Hodum. That is also one interesting one of Honum. Stefano Pioli is joining Oye Fiorentina. And as a full coach in Cristiano the new coach, you know. So last time Sabakaya isn't commander Ronaldo so best stay Warrior and Nasera. It depends on certain conditions.
Yeah.
And one of those conditions in there, obey here great players. And obey here coaching so on you made trust me, Stefano Pioli on your that's bad or honum. But on the caliber of coach I will deliver trophies.
Okay. And
that is one thing. On your Dama developmental clubs now. About to know what know. Bibi Achada no simple he's joining club of on yet Fiorentina. Or Honum. Now no simple the main target no. Also Kofana Bachi on here a leading striker for Fiorentina.
Okay.
It's Edin Dzeko, even with Inter Milan. The good old Edin Dzeko, former Manchester City, former Inter Milan, now Fenerbahce player no. No so I should have been anything with him now on ye player Yujuma. These are some of the transfer speculations
right.
No so all kodo honum. Now if you can within just some 5 minutes per month, FIFA Club World Cup in BC, now say rich so what chedo honum.
Right.
Now FIFA Club World Cup no, in there not every year beyond FIFA ball Club World Cup or honum, but this time round you know, this is the maiden edition. What about every 4 years beyond just as your ball World Cup international one for the countries you know. This is the maiden one FIFA rubber start today. You have about 32 club liga and other the club competition in the wire revamp.
Only 2 weeks never.
Yeah, 2 weeks. The Kastle warm. And what to was in my clubs. I went to my qualify across the globe. Into Africa, you can be Europe, fu can be North Africa, North America can be Southern America, fu can be Oceania for now. Asian teams in Nano. Once also based on the criteria, no, they've got an opportunity. They are all going to join this tournament. Obia na nyozechi wo honom na nyame charge nyame bo tina Sunday I'm watching another Saturday at about 12 AM Sunday no and at the opening game no owe kodu wo honom na it is very much interesting there. Inter Miami already one qualify you know they got the not to be here because of the regulations one other team from the MLS will come say wo honom in the way uniform Inter Miami one opportunity what about Bobby wo honom. Even most it is for the marketing reason to Inter Miami for no Weber Remo Honum. And obviously I agree with them. Yes, and about tournament, that's a Lionel Messi factor woman. Definitely raise a lot of the eyebrows, you know, the spectacles, you know, about cost no be able to know when you be not wash it. Now if you the first game, you know, about Quadu the Hard Rock Stadium or Miami Gardens, Florida. Now some came down Inter Miami came from or Miami. In Tinanko Hard Rock Stadium offering him past 65,000 plus, younger 66,000. Now can they have opening game? Now Inter Miami one home team can be Lionel Messi can be Jordi Alba mo, Bozin, Luis Suarez mo, Sergio Busquets mo. They are all part of this team. Now what 20 tickets no one to Montana if you can how I drink. Yes, all how I drink a pan. Now FIFA fly are very smart there. 1 year a college be war sitting room. And when you want to cabo me there, send him 5 for Kaboma. Obo to no work out $20 ticket. Now we to my
ticket is not boarding.
Yes.
That is what matters so.
But somebody is no way so fato. Anna.
Because I know the other side. I don't know also but for most part of the competition, no.
Yes.
Omuni says I want to see damage now a better cost and a better harding. To me, harding say why Messi and Kasani team or more base who US now a lot of support now went to me and don't take it in the baby but FIFA who say going forward and I will say ticket.
Thank you. Now I want to ball FIFA for one bad. And last time I catch this somewhere around 2018-19 Wafu but ball no Fox rather Fox but ball Wafu's on B tournament to be wahadi or Cape Coast Stadium and on ye Accra no host. What started game when Uncle Funko Stadium? But in order to have the spectacle to make the competition a success, you know, they open the free gate. In fact, if you open free gate, you know, Obia testified that the game no got traction in the country. Obia never share game no to no so in your honor, and that is what we first why in your man why effect. But the game Nankasa is the African Giants, El Ali, currently 1 year the defending champions of the Champions League of Africa,
right.
you know,
yes,
because in the pyramid no we need. So by the baby or about one and I was the Giant of Africa. Ali Funo will be Inter Miami. In terms of the FIFA club competitions, you know, Inter Miami is nowhere compared to El Ali Ohono. Because El Ali for the better part of almost every year, Biano, FIFA Club World Cup, the old edition now, they would always be there. Now I can represent all Africa. Into make the way teams are Casinas or Kobo into Miami, if can conye throw Ohono.
Okay.
Basha Ali, sir, also because of tournament win to know. Also was signing new players. Abaka went to 1J CAF Champions League, no, was our one coach. They've brought in a new manager. So this is a team Abaka that wants to relatively know. And Yaman and Shada and yet the Mesma wants to expect no. But if you look at Inter Miami, they are coming in with those names are Abaka one was in Bono, also in your honor. Say what team? And I say, well, Lionel Messi, Woma, Fred, when sure there, you will have a lot to talk about to honor. And I should the likes of Lionel Messi, he's there. The likes of Jody Alba, SL game and the Orum Bobby, he's out of the game. Sergio Busquets, he's also there. Couple of other players, Luis Suarez, they are all there. They are there to add the bite and quality to the team. I once was a Kwakobono. Then if you look at Ali Fununsa, me feel that Ali Fun based on their experience, ball and once way to Nawabono, they should be there and then compete or proper honum. Into Esha, Ashur Mohammed Atia they are also there. I want to support what else and the goalkeeper. They also have some quality of the players and names on the continent and you wants one level no or was sir. Mobile here in there. They should keep that focused mind, So what trust me, Ali Funu can get a point in this particular game.
Okay.
But then overwhelming favorites FKK. I think that Inter Miami Funu. But it's about Kesima, Minya, bottom 1.5.
Okay.
Possible. But any team to win this game, I would want to go in for the away team that is Inter Miami Funu. Probably they can win their first game of this tournament,
Right.
But not to take anything away from Ali Funu. Yes, once or but I'm not expecting them to win this game.
Okay.
Their best shot in this game, it might be a draw.
Right.
But for me, I'll go in for a win for Inter Miami Funu. Bayern Bobo against Auckland City, straightforward. Bayern to win the game, but to win the game, she 1.02. Until be a basher, they be able to make goals. Bayern to score 1.5 in first half. About to match 2 goals in the first half.
Right.
Bayern to score in both games in Inano. It is there. Another both halves in Inano. It is also there very clear. Bayern to win this game.
Okay.
PSG against Atletico Madrid. The team of the moment in the world, PSG. No two ways about it. But just as we saw in the Champions League, they were the slow starters, but they finished very well. Are we going to see the same format as Luis Enrique Bakore last game? Now we're trying there. Maybe a match the 2, match the 3 on final one now. For big teams in such group stages tournament, are picking a point in them. And to win the first game, the second game, no happen.
Okay.
Not just 6 points, we have qualified one. It is a game I may expect there. I'll be a very cagey. The last time these two teams were shared in Europe, Atletico Madrid winning by 2-1. Until the redemption for PSG or Honum, European champions, In fact, I'm expecting there, Luis Enrique boys will start the game near. PSG would win this game. Okay. But already easy. 2-1 for PSG in this game. Atletico Madrid to score a goal. Okay. But PSG to pick the 3 maximum points of the day. Palmeiras against FC Porto.
Right. Interesting
game. South American Giants. Estival will Chelsea for one boy, or Bobby without question or honor. They also have some couple of names, Once one shot out 1 year bad. But the only problem for some of these Brazilian teams in there, most of their players, so what by Europe when 2 members come back, they play. And one age now catch up on young players would want to exhibit their talent. But against FC Porto, the Champions League in European football, obviously exposure and talent, the other side will have more than the Brazilian teams,
Right.
But Auburn at Spana, they will play. But in terms of experience, Porto should be able to edge over Palmeiras. I'm expecting a win for Porto. A slim one. Double chance, no, you safe.
Okay.
Double chance for your FC Porto in that particular game, Now, yes, you found your fancy.
Right.
Yeah, be fair.
That can continue on Monday. They that say it was man and I think Kano. Nemo Asha Khalifa some country say Alali ebe we need sa game against Inter Miami. The Asha Khalifa and so Canada. I say rich one in the yard. However, Inter Miami for your it's one Asha Khalifa yard.
Maybe I drink.
Okay. But this every
experience betting your account is that the
okay. Maybe how she see I know you make Facebook now. Me na Facebook for no. Yeah, now still Kofi Abediafo. Political. Okay, Asante Kotoko will be champions in the MTN FA Cup tomorrow. Let's go, Kotoko. Keep pushing and make it happen. Watching live from Gospel Oak Barbershop opposite Kandahar Sports. Kandahar Sports. Okay, Kandahar Sports. I'm a Kumasi. Okay, with the Miami demo. Okay, we also say I'm watching you live from a Joe, so please help me send my warmest greetings to Honorable Catherine Abelema Fiku, the soon to be NPP National Women Organizer. I know the baby keke. Oh, now go ahead. The other so okay. Tiwe so Kofi and Samuel Kojo Owusu and a day and also by na yenya biso so free abanti friend yaw sebe yaw sebe me kind of way papa serial color yaw sebe me kind of we so say we Kofi Boateng Van Dijk ne the by all right Kofi good morning yencha na Kennedy K Edu and so a day a good morning and so by Kofi good morning to you dia Canada baby fanto it is still also bet me do the naba na yetimi I can be there more messages in the mini can from I'm Richard or Mr. FKK, please tell us man that the boy is not arrogant as he's saying, but it's the way Ronaldo did to him on the field of play. That's why they say what is good for okay. I mean, what is good for the Emina is also good for Abiba. Okay, what is good for Abiba is also good for Abiba. Respect the boy, and the boy will also do as well. My name is Las Vegas inside CCT. Good morning, and Las Vegas. Now Ronaldo day, Lami Yama day. Osmanu Hubibi.
Yes. Before the finals, press conference, I will be saying Ronaldo about the Ballon d'Or. I don't make you comment today. Ballon d'Or not sure the Champions League no. I know we na kai there Frank Ribery. But 2013 na Champions League. But I will do on. Lami Yamal Ronaldo said good things about him. Okay. Also when you born the ball. In fact, he can conquer the world, but I'm of a pressure to do. The legend spoke well. What is his problem?
Ronaldo and Leo Messi have excited the world football for almost 20 years and had given football fans a lot than any other player on the planet Earth. And so any young player who tries to disrespect any of these two players will never see the end of his career. Hey, with success. Okay, Segaf, Umbrundia. Sir Richard. Yenche kakra. United most moya Matos Kunha ni.
Yenche TF na yengrem kakra na. Asema na Osman Ekan.
Okay.
Menene ya dwen.
Inter Miami.
Yama
dia no.
Wo say otietia break kakra. Talent in the onimbo ni bo. But there who players be bra. Season talent and the crowd na no din do betima ka say player this Boan Kekich.
Yeah.
Yes, no so talented pa. Nyeze bia arrogance the man one team and do baby also do no.
Okay.
But now obia you say another big star Barcelona no, but when team and could do baby and say would do anything so concentrate your ball so and me over Barcelona team na ho no na talent no but I think say they need certain players be leadership qualities no was so make me manage players no ye o make me tu omofo na ade because sometimes so what team only those players na omo dey futuo ni sa anyoma ne be ma wa on be guide on kakra here team be ye a time will come on where wadwen be free pressure shas yes by shas yes e bold ni sa anyoma na one way ya na pressure kakra ba so na afi a switch attention in the free football no so ne the opese okukudu na anyoma antumi anko ya ma so e better say man na dwen ni bibia akọ football no so dan say obey ye it could happen say bia o mini there yes I know o mini. He didn't mean to disrespect Cristiano Ronaldo, but meaning go for bed draw meanings be free one way and it me affecting it when you're very careful. Mr. FKK, my main and chassis free Kevin De Bruyne. I say Kevin De Bruyne or Napoli. Now share Napoli. Omo welcome notes no. King Kev is here.
Hey.
Yes, it simply means
King Kev.
Yes, King Kev is here.
Kev na the musu.
Yes, King Kev Ababedu. King Kev Ababedu. And Mr. FKK, it shows how Kevin De Bruyne and he moved to Napoli no. Sombo edema Inter Milan team no. Now Mr. FKK say ubusa Antonio Conte season where NDA. Now busa no catch and say onke kan name throughout the managerial career no. Ne teams are one manager ne season your fee say we me bomb more than pa and share the already kan here Napoli there yes and we were kind your call Champions League final no I hear on you know because I know sure na qualities no ho where the kind of qualities are no at that time Pogba no Andre Pello no mina ho no wo hwe atu Vida no squad na war at that time no wo Juve a onya de yes ade no say o compare to that of Napoli na emfa ba bia obi betimi krampo aka kire wo say Napoli was able to win the league because of say Inter Milan no mo like squad depth kakra and na mpanimfo nso wom and na say omo compete wo ba bia they were in the Champions League no person omo gi wo ho and na league no so no mo say ball ho no so dru ba bi no players ne bre eno ka ho bi na Antonio Conte etimi koje ayi na ho no eno hwa throughout the season ni nyina omo boy na Kvaratskhelia ono ne the creative force ewo team no na Zelensky so ka na Zelensky call the Zelensky score no okwa omo attacking third no when you are talking about player na creativity about the creative chances in fact ma attack other attackers no mo ni na yo no ba call no ese be ombo no be ye pempen nti no ombo ko share team bi afi or city deeper na they find it difficult to break down that opponent in defense no team go share team bi de say Como no ni ade no more struggle nti one Kevin De Bruyne akọ honom no dey kind of dey copper creativity abema team no mo bobo na team say you see creative more chances no ebe got to a point out team say Lukaku no nyina tumi ba ba finfin kakra na afi omo na ese omo create chance no e dey am other players no ho no mo player bi say McTominay last season your born more than pa but he was able to register only 3 assists in the league on shedanje that attacking midfielder no ai hunu no ono de na akwa box to box but just say is very clinical all Manchester nyina no yes ade no so the addition of Kevin De Bruyne no I think said do hwe an age ne corner nim there but Italian league ne nye league tempo no was be great say Premier League no enye league omo use mirika bebre sa so I think say at age 34 ade obetimi abo Italian league you know and ade ebeboa Inter Milan team ni ye pa and 2 leadership o share Inter Milan team ni mo pa o share players omo na you can say players bi Lukaku no na omo fie no call manim there but you can leadership qualities pa
De Bruyne they call
yes Kevin De Bruyne they call him it is one of the reasons that okay Eric Ten Hag oje captains ni the free Manchester United defender Harry Maguire and the man Bruno Fernandes no because captain you need player obia respecting no so Gina Park so obia respecting no or can be actually obia obeti or got to a point Harry Maguire ne dim bonado so do as the performance na no order na dina hye dan ko ye nti they got to a point I no akra no ontimi enturu ho foro akotu other players Gina Park no otimi control other players Gina Park no so Kevin De Bruyne going to Inter Milan no I think say that kind of leadership no or the air core Inter Milan team no ade betimi abo mo pa and also also versatile betimi abo they can use him as a central midfielder now what dictate the tempo of the play or betimi so use no as a number 10 a ban so person bomb midfield 3 or betimi use no enso ho a ban so person or you or force now betimi use Kevin De Bruyne so don't age ne corner nim 2 years contract on their man no I think say about both Kevin De Bruyne and Inter Milan boku no so I think say a very good signing and osha so what player be the same McTominay or Lukaku omo nyina when it comes to say corner be yam pin ball to a set pieces near there. You need a player obey me. Yes, Juman de Amo. Say ban a corner. Say ban especially Okako Champions League. Obo Champions League knockout you. So when did you hear and say we go back with the tomb? Then one actually say so I think say going to play in the Champions League. And last season we had goals ne drew be an idea mom to the extent that McTominay and the Kokoye on top scorer honum na. Na idea so I think say a very good signing of honum. And my member Manchester United. Manchester United I read the signing of Abranti friend say Kunya, and I think say a very nice very good news at the Manchester United, but I think say a part of the problem solved. Problem ni nyina and solve here honomo. Last season Manchester United as a creativity na akwa Bruno Fernandes on the right hand side Garnacho no bo honomo no or that players na ye call enim yan cut in na yen shoot ni bi okoko duru animu honomo na say omu close na defenders ni close na fe na wa lack ideas akra onye that type of player na otimi link play between the defense, between the defensive midfield and the attack, you know. And Kunga I decided neighbor. He's not a proper number 9. I'll bet me a more goals baby, but a banner yen dribble, yen move yen carry ball no, and fan coin him, or bet my as I don't know. A banner say a Kokoshia stop Manchester Koshia stubborn defense. Stubborn defense, he's one of the players who bet me a creative chance from a half spaces, you know. So I think it's a burden of creativity, no. Obey kakra and so they free Bruno Fernandes. That was why Bruno Fernandes match biano ojinamuno. Because we didn't go Chanya. Obey creativity now we akwa problem honomo. Manchester United midfielders are akane honomo. They can we say uyi Manuel Ugarte, uyi Casemiro. They are all defensive midfielders. They can break down the attack of the opponent, but when it comes to the added creativity to the team now, almost like it's adding on. So adding Kunya to this Manchester United squad, no, I think say part of the problem, no, is being solved. But any problem ni na solve. Still now Manchester here a proper number 9. And no na Manchester United between Victor Gyökeres ne Victor Osimhen. Maybe now we hear news be about Rio Ferdinand.
Yes, so
yes, na some workers so prefer Victor Osimhen. For I mean, before I be bad dream, if I be so many dream, because Victor Osimhen or a proven player, were proving home in the Champions League, was she goes kakra Champions League mo, and also when the experience, our champion the experience, our top league like Italian Serie A, now comparing it to Abranti friends Victor Gyökeres, our new Portuguese league, and only inferior to Premier League, Serie A and the other leagues now. I think say many bear drain say you go for Manchester United, go for Victor Osimhen in terms of experience, in terms of say obi ultimately proving home our top league muna and Victor Osimhen. But also Victor Osimhen ewo nyoma bia I think say Victor Gyökeres ewo ahead of him in terms of link up play. Say link up play no edru baby I goes ne ma because say number 9 now it get to a point because Premier League muna oba no e bet me get it to point B, and starting from the beginning it could happen say be a Victor Gyökeres or bar at the beginning you bet me den kakra ma no so we a striker say you be a dem as a goes ne ma. Now we are looking at Adia Betimia added to the team no. Ekobasa afi no useless team no. And the man Hodgland, it got to a point that players need be Manchester United fans need supporters need because a bear cry, young bench in a cry, and as I'm fanning Cologne cry, I'm fanning Czech no. Because it got to a point that goes nema and goes nema no. Not link up play no so yet, the hold up play yet. It's not if you added be to the team no. Or a player like Erling Haaland. He's a goal scorer, very nice goal. Obama goes be. But when it got to a point that goes near Manchester City, no, Obia was a Manchester City struggle because not only that kind of creativity, that young creative chances, young link it up with the other attackers, no, Momunya Jumano, no any honomo, into Manchester City almost struggle kakra. And I don't know idea bakwa Victor Gyökeres ɛwɔ no ho a to me hu ni sɛ nka Manchester United ɛkɔ for Gyökeres anka ɛbɛboa mom and also hwɛ the salary demand of Victor Osimhen na ɛwɔ n'anim as compared to that of Victor Gyökeres now and Manchester United all positions is here no they need more players and skasem be den kakra dia mo so going for Gyökeres no to me prefer say or go for Gyökeres and Kebeboa and also adaptability is very very important when it comes to Amorim the tactics are obo the philosophy are obo na Gyökeres onim ne dada wabwa acclimatize with it so oba so oba be wuram ama afa no enya dey very very difficult but Victor Osimhen we all know Victor Osimhen running behind timing his run and running behind defenders no a very good ma goals bebre e ba ne wiema o ho no mo e ba na hoodin a obekirew but looking at adaptability looking at his salary demand and in the link up play now I think say going for Victor Gyökeres no a bit Manchester United better as compared to that of Victor Osimhen. I know where the number of goals now obetimi make argument say ya who players beat say Darwin Nunez oba Liverpool and farmer no but o share number of goals Mr. FKK Gyökeres a share na you can see say when it comes to Yemfa Bond to 39 goals oba Manchester United Premier League mu no oba no number of goals are all share our Portuguese league no on team mount the same number of goals or Premier League no but scoring 54 goals with where number of matches of when scoring 54 goals in Mr. FKK Dawson yes a Dawson point oba goal scoring problem at Manchester United on at least
so tete said
ya beka kakra
20 billion
yes so tete said ya it means beka kakra enso hon so Kunha Abba but problem ni nyina enso we need number 9 and if say Manchester United ebe go for number 9 there I think say Kunha is the best option. Yes, number 9 at Manchester United.
Now moment for the also say
yes Manchester United midfield that's why I make say part of the problem and Manchester United are solving but so no matter what number 8 there Manchester United top number 8 but the most important aspect and I say the most important area by Manchester United omo no some scary big car now if you marry other areas near the attack yes because Manchester United now and yet that all bad how we all saw it against Tottenham Hotspur in the final game of the Europa League especially getting 15 minutes to the end of the game the Manchester United ball now but now if you cast a ball no you dey better atna Manchester United the ball better atna so Kunha bad there but I think say Manchester United need striker Victor Gyökeres is the best option looking at Sky Manchester United anybody at Manchester United on position one because he was number of strikers be honoma Manchester United is not playing in a Champions League and we don't know where they say be far and say so players be no honoma on be catch us say there be or any other on be honoma so I think say Gyökeres no better option honoma and me hwe keto bi wo Club World Cup no me share as for Bayern Munich ne Bayern Munich Auckland City there I think say we don't need to analyze this particular game because Bayern Munich is one of the favorites so betimi aje they won the Bundesliga and when you talk about players comparing the two teams now players omu nyina wa Bayern Munich betimi use ne young players and then the bench players ekrampo we need this particular game but maybe take risk they will go with what full force say we need this particular game now then they look at what they can do so maybe it will be more than 4 goals and this one is a maiden tournament though it has been there but structure necessary and Bayern Munich were winning Champions League guy and we train the level brawa ball in terms of European football any world football now they will try say omobe try say omobe winning as said Madrid any other top teams no omo nyina thinking no so I think say this particular game they a cool chop and so the Bayern Munich no na game a hwe mu be den kakra the Ali any Inter Miami no because over two teams that they all have Bibia Bakuni. Inter Miami experience because if you have a team now Sergio Busquets, Messi, now Luis Suarez or Abba, these players they have played together for countless number of years. They know themselves. They have won countless number of trophies together. You know, experience need or and they can make anything possible. But there, Ali the beat you strength and more than playing some more 90 minutes. They have young players. I'll make me do maybe counter attack. Normally, maybe 2 goals be and so on. So I think no matter what, Ali be go. Maybe you make me a bear 2 goals. So if Inter Miami person winning this particular game, they have to score more goals and they have to make sure say omo consider and how no the problem be ba no. So make me keep Ali from say omo enche goals. Right. So Ali say me Ali coach what I do in this particular game is to sit back, to sit deep and allow them Messi and the other players say I'm on my ball no and hit them on counter attack. So I'll go for Ali. Yes, Ali. Are you best crab bear draw?
PSG so they do match so those one can some be qua ahead
Oh yeah, PSG. Look at because they are coming with confidence no was so. They have won the Champions League. Okay. The BBA the ba. And no squad depth BBA the ba. Nti no beti me no also my again. Me tipo am zo beti me win.
Sorry to that say ya fine. No see na yam refie na hwe fi7 no so na hwe special MTN FA Cup no final no and so baso a ye hwe no 9 after 8 nti e be ram quickly na yet media no so etimi e dia bro e ba sisi atel na yetimi atwa so de fi7 no so ama.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard on our journey to crown Ghana's aviator legend exclusively with Betway. Please engage flight mode on Aviator and take advantage of our guaranteed free flight service daily until the 30th of June. You'll be offered a shot at a sky-high 500,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. And also, please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and you've braced yourself to get way more at betway.com.gh. Thank you for choosing Betway's Aviator Legends, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway. Get way more.
Kastle 90.3 FM here twaso na ya share MTN FA Cup Barcelona finals no dia golden cake omo any club ya Santi Kotoko and so na edi ebo en ba be hwehwem na ene ya share games omo ebo ye kwan omo fa so omo baba beduru a yes Osman ho Sir Richard ho be Sir Juma no so na yetimi ahwe wi a na ya hwe de na ho odin and so ebetimi awosro na yetimi akoye nim kick for ne de omo first time omo kodru Africa final no eni Kotoko omo age empre no enkono e de so omo na so omo hwe so be mekini 10th enti se na ebesi akwa kobi oho na yenhwe na yenti omo ensem omo so etimi ede emaye wo final ni mu na afi yentimi ento aso mfemfem from on Kastle 90.3 FM.
Are you ready? MTN FA Cup. The final showdown of 2024-2025 MTN FA Cup season of Father's Day, Sunday 15th June. Now, Messi show ya. Final showdown. I am between Golden Cake and Asante Kotoko. 5 p.m. Getting Reza Martin. I am the legend of Accra Hearts of Oak. Keeper Samia Day, Jastella, Gambote, led by Captain Aman Kwame Reku versus the legend of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Keeper George Owu, Eric Bakwin, Eric Dranko, Nia Day, Emosa Day, Kojoboku Mahala, Samuel Iku, Captain by Gordon Bloody Hair, Mati Baya Kitty Kitty, for 1 year baby, make it down 245 Pepani Ashase, University of Ghana Stadium, a honey ever Bomati Singina. Your boy get 1 p.m. Pepe. Now, one of Braboche, DJ Troll, and MC, Kojo Manuel, a Hobey Giddy Day, Popular Stand 10 Ghana, Central Light 20, VIP 100 Ghana, VVIP 200 Ghana. Hey, Braboche Wisdom Bussy, our Koto Kotoko, Abisai Guafo, Albert Amwa, Mohammed Kamara, Kwame Poku, the Golden Kicker, Baya Dalla Nunu, Kofi Sabah, Paul Yabua, David Amuzu, Roland Gripman, Bachi Baya Unforgettable Ampa, the Unforgettable MTN FA Cup Final is brought to you by MTN, the title sponsor. Still Obia.
Sanity Obia and Yobia and Tin and Yobo Premier League clubs and all Duduanano, Etimi Etishi, a certain golden cake, and our Equa Copium War, final Sansona Kotoko, almost well represented a Premier League clubs and all in T Sana is here TNT golden cake against Krobia at Santiago 5 p.m. Time on Modia Mayano set game near Barcelona. New Wilson Wilson at on a chairperson as a chairman, and so the MTN FA Cup competition on your Bisan is a season or send or bed describe it, and so Etimia Diamaya said the Norman Swissy Ecoye.
If you look at the way, I think we've had an awesome, if you look at the way we started, this season has seen the pole issues, so many issues with officiating and those things, but FA Cup has gone clean. FA Cup has gone so smooth. We worked very hard. The clubs have cooperated. Media has supported us. FA has supported us. This is where we are.
Baby, I war any sense and for Motimi as support and pass answer and our clubs no or more coordinate here a bibia kama MNA Yenso so yababi do some pimpin so intino a Sama Rosenato Ra or no chairperson Edema a MTN FA Cup no so Eddie Sanchez Nabani Bisano say ne fan no say ne city na sa legendary games are and as a game a bebaso for a cutting razor no cry dear Ben. And a buyer, a more ready Sanchano, and so a buyer.
We expect a very good game. What we've christened this final, the unforgettable. So we had to work. If we want to make it unforgettable event, what must happen? That's why we brought in the Kotoko Legends versus the Hearts Legends. And when you see the Chastiles, the Amankwam Rikus, the Samia Jays, and that Don Bote and Ajatete, Danquez, if you see these guys against the Joe Louis, the Titos and the Kotoko guys, trust me, we have a fantastic game.
What brought that idea of having Hearts Legends and Kotoko Legends? Because we've seen Kotoko in the final. Hearts of Oak were in the final 3 seasons ago, they won it. 4 seasons ago, they won it again. How come we never saw this, but all of a sudden it's a concept?
We want to let the Gen Zs see what they missed. Okay, in the 2000s, these guys were stars in the 2000s. They are the media stars we used to pay money to go and watch. So we want to relive it. We want people to see them. And trust me, if you see them, they are fit. They train, they play Monday specials, they are fit and they are good to go. I'm so excited about the curtain raiser. In fact, I call this final a double header. The unforgettable. It's a double header because some people are paying money to come and watch the curtain raiser. And they will be so happy they came. Because when they see the real match, they will appreciate the work that the coaches have done. Trust me, our game is not that bad. We
and Samura Wilson Alta, chairman at the MTN FA Cup competition, and so Eddie San 7 so at media but say nay or more kunya and share the likes of HR still nay Amankwamri Kunum Sansona Dombote Joe Louis no more those players no more kunya and share Mono Kwanya Naba so meeting Ababa Beshop second reason no among the Bebontino or 2 double head and I say 2 games any Benyano I share on the day no Bansana final Nankasakasa so Timi out of for Menuntina Sanchano and so it me a bass or the Sanchimon to all share Sefana game no so no a bad year Papa Sanse go the cake for no watch red the entire money deserve some so Baba MTN FA Cup final and only a coach Fifi Hansen or no and a Ejinamu at the golden cake Bob Boconia Bisano say na and your my city season so far send and your my SC Afano. The normal be and Sebi Etumu, special the Chassis Division 1 officiating or Kaho and Sam Kakrase and a coach, your friend Hansen and so Kasad found.
Talking about the league is one of the toughest competition in this country, like a Division 1 league. Everything there inside, very horrible. You understand? The worst league, I would say.
Is it because it's challenging or due to the structures makes it worse?
No, sometimes the pitch, sometimes how supporters, sometimes when you travel away, how the home team made referee of
intimidation,
a whole lot of frustration. Most of the games we lost, you know, a good team have to play good football and score. Though sometimes the game might be tough, but you can get 1 or 2 goals to score. But some of the league games, referees themselves create scoring opportunities for their home team to win the game.
Interesting.
So bad. And you see, any team we play in the league, after the game, they come to us and congratulate us. Whether even when they score us, they come to us because we give them good competition. I'm not the type that will come to you and you tell me that I should let you win the game. I don't understand this thing. I see it as a game. Let's play. If you are ready, earn it. Don't say, oh, let me let you score. So if they come and
the coach ni Kenya and say bi mo timi ba o mo ho ka so we dey mo nje mo mai na yen show mo ti o so juhudi na wo siesie ho a wo se o de wa ho den bebo na afi hu said ye ne nyoma be sia konti ko referees ni bebre won mo na manufacture goals ni bi especially wo away aya na ne bo din papa no wa confiscate hu nsem wa na obi san say na ni nyina echi na FA Cup no ya una mu ano ababa bidu fa na o se hwe.
You think whatever you are achieving in the FA Cup actually tells the story of how good your season has been, and not in the league?
Yes. The FA Cup, you see this Goddamn Young, they officiate most of our games, and we won all of them. You see, if you're a good side and you get good officiating, the possibility of you winning the game is always high. Though you might miss some chances, when you miss chances and you lose or you draw, you accept the blame that no, even the officiating is perfect.
Yeah, dear, catch them young referees no more mususa until omu nim sa nyoma no omu na di enu ntina e ma ne na mo wini ya FA Cup na da bedu sam pempe so se ne die so awaso pa enie.
Yeah, I dreamt of this. I dreamt of becoming one of the good coaches in the country. I started way back in 2001 when I formed a team to start coaching the team myself. So as I'm coaching, I set up upon myself that I have to reach to the extreme end, which is what I'm chasing. I haven't achieved anything yet, but yet I'm still fighting to go higher and higher.
Ni die so no ndru ho na said ya onam kwan so okronim se kakra ka obedru ho no me Fifi Hansen Parker on e coach de my golden kick omo na ne kotoko bo fa na no this and finally on the game no o se kotoko uhwe season ya omo ya ko trophyless ne sa nenso no
Kotoko is one of the greatest clubs in the country, and they have a rich history like we started. This season they haven't won a trophy, so this trophy will mean a lot to them. Yes, so they are coming all out to make sure they win the trophy. But yet we can't let this happen. You understand? We also have to. They've won it before, and maybe this is the time for us to also win it. Whether they are trophyless, we also have to make sure that we win this trophy so that we also have our name in the history book.
Yes, Fifi Hansen Parker, coach Edinburgh Golden Kick in 17 now ahead of MTN FA Cup final, and so team at the San Seven so GDA send team now, and so bet me ahead J a trophy in Karim Zito. And so see game na be difficult ye papa so biano kotoko ba you know so no so name babo.
It's very, very difficult because mostly aside even the name given to the competition itself in Ghana that Obiano, the name befitted the game itself, because the competition itself, because all around the world you might see a smaller team taking out the bigger team. So it's like the younger teams use the intrinsic motivation to play the game, the desire to play against the bigger club. They motivate themselves while playing Kotoko, while playing a bigger club. So that makes it very, very difficult. So seriously, if you don't change your approach and you do the normal one, you will fail, because it is not easy. You will fail. So that makes it very, very difficult because he lose nothing. We beating them is nothing. But if they have the opportunity, it's something. It makes them great. It makes them this. That is the most difficult part of the the match we are going to play, because as I said from the beginning, they don't care, but all what they care for, let's go and play and beat them. Let's go and play. And you will see that if they were to meet their own, they wouldn't even intensify their game like that. But because it is a bigger club like Kotoko, they want to come out and then cause some sensation so that people trust them, people do this. That makes that competition very, very, very difficult. Not only in Ghana, the whole world. So until you play and finish, you can't hit your chest and say this or that.
enti until say on bebo wie na kotokofo be left trophy no montimi nka so my favorite and also mo kotwa fa ye golden kick for so akwa enti game ni de ebe ye din pop no ye carry me to coach the market so me wie no bisa no say nei say na ohun omu wi ni omo ekwa Africa no say kotoko de sa na ye ni momo.
Thank you for acknowledging me as the right person in this situation. Now, when it comes to football, it comes to Kotoko. What makes Kotoko great is the achievement, the job that makes them good. And one of the achievements is the FA Cup. I remember I played and won, and today we are going into it again. And for a period of about 10 years, Kotoko could not make it either to the FA or Champion League itself. So this is a big opportunity for us, all Kotoko family, to come together and rally behind the club to achieve this feat so that we announce Asante Kotoko back to Africa again.
Enti ebia amodi competition we ebe announce mo so mo back to Africa mo kwakwa bobi ono waje as a player enti as a coach obelidi team na so team ire no so etimi age na do mo qualify ko Africa no ye nsema carry to so etimi de ba tell us bid to win egusua so enti sa smartphone na waso ho dan no emre nie so obetimi abede na wo timi akwa jodi so 4G smartphone and I tell yourself for and so boawo ama so inside etimi can be nina so be dial star 1020 hash star 1020 hash open so now was send it 1 to 1020 now so wait me I follow all the details and any prompt now so wait me e de wo ho ajimu be tell us connecting energies and I the low nuts and malaria a twice year a 3D sa ne freno e twice year sa obetina sa wo atiesi so ho wo so sa betiesi trog so no na de tie any so obekọ de dikan akọ run test to ko test now to say malaria pe trumika na eko pharmaceutical shop bia now so eko koji low nut na eko fight against malaria Lunat or scatter malaria available our all pharmaceutical shops. Yengramu na yem pharmacies in Bibra na yen share MTNF cap and said no so who some no be she akona yenwe kwabna wisu ne sam no so me bebra now say good morning champion FKK. Okay, good morning champion. In fact, let's be realistic. Lamine Yamal cannot compare himself to Vinicius Junior and Pope. So he should stop his arrogance and on Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, he should stop his arrogance on Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not closer to him in any way. Okay, when so the few buyer one funny thing and so anka and so was a master. That's what I'm saying before. The master, let's speak the truth. Lamine Yamal is an arrogant person. I want to tell him, if he continues this kind of attitude, he can't achieve his goal. I'm telling him the truth. I'm a tuga. Some can say tone no tone bufu tone. Okay, I'll say please, I want Man United transfers. I'm Gabi inside UCC. Inti Gabi Ote and I say Richard who at the buyer no see idea. Yes, kitike so and I'm with the money chim some from Eintracht Frankfurt and no any player I to say Mudi no home here. Good morning, Mr. FKK. Ask Mr. Obo to confess the 3-1 we Ugwa Sektek gave them. Ugwa Sektek have the best football team we day. It is a rich then and I can see agree for Ugwa Sektek for HMO Ariamo. And I say from a good morning, champion FKK. Please, I need update from about Carreras to Real Madrid. I go by the name Bastoni GH inside Interbetten Flat Castle Sports. Keep the fire burning. Carreras Diano ako from Kakra Basto or a chapa Madrid for aiding a chi pa but be an idea no be intensify and I just Madrid for FIFA Club World Cup no abansa nti and also and semi from say there was a match between Real Madrid and other team. That match Cristiano Ronaldo did not wear number 7 jersey and also did not wear number 9, and the number 7 jersey was with Raul. Raul wear the number 7 jersey blah 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 to play his last match at Real Madrid. And also okay, this is me seawater. Okay, Meaning the patch there, but and also me fa we in we na CFKK, please transfer update on Man City, please, and Paradise inside Cape Coast. So we not say okay. All right, team. Me fa we if you say Lamine Yamal is better than Vinicius Junior, shadow na say counter na ena banta no enso elko so ntiem fa no si ho na yenko yanim ewo kwabno wusu under coach Kwasiapia obenya Black Stars ni bi enso etimi eboy ni obisan say dia be na kokoba ya say ya say Black Stars no ntimi emba mu ebi ma so onim ebi a yemfrem penifo ni obi so mo
Kwasiapia as a Black Star you who what's happening
minimum I didn't want to win for
the last time now my BBC because it's a simple brain near Cup of Nations, was it 2019? Yes. Egypt, yes.
BNC, like I think some interview be and I don't think I no cry idea about preventing me playing for Blaster.
Oh, okay. It you who say the handlers of the national team and when we be on more opportunity because clearly you attack, you need more attackers.
Yeah, my ready says say akunya ne bana penifone tunsa frame why not because enu ana media bedu baby media bedu
enti kwamno wusu so ankara guchu or bolo nche so for virus aye won player or this answer no so eti media but no see GP or no the way anyom esi kon penifone kick am onya say team ne be games ne be go
o Ghana league no the baby akudru na how do you feel about it say your ball na your ball and pitch it now be no.
And yeah, one thing is a Ghana, Ghana like Africa, your talent, your born with talent. So I think say Sanyamano and Penifone Shaka Kranomu Yadeka Kramaya like Benyamo because Enumu any the 17, 20, U23 Sanoma Blast antis league now Bono Krumano. Sebi enya you better produce surplus. So I say so I think say penifo no me show kakana se bibia tochima o no my den o
matimi correct
and no yan semi France wait me dey but this season Karaguchu 15 games no ball share 9 goals straight up Osman FGN FA Cup no final na baso dey di kan curtain raiser ebetimi abaso ansa Kotoko Legends any hard to folk legends and so ebetimi abomu a game na ansa no movie at 5 p.m. Kotoko any golden kick and so etimi abon so say any legends in the game no 2:45 p.m. and baso
FK mama mendasi bio na before I was empty FA Cup no come on no and that Obukom Square Arena I said that not on Kayan stories no but and that was a beautiful spectacle. Yes, Sharaf Mahama. The Jumo year no FA na and then who American and then you are going to me with Anthony Joshua Saber Town and I was Nelson. In fact, they're not the creme de la creme. Dr. Seb Kwame despite me na no Obukom Square in Honoma on my boxing or fair. And we pray and hope there. Young qualified by your boxing enthusiast. I will just kabishim. Non conquer football and cutting, but urban boxing and so able to me ayena YFL or intended that yenya world boxers over grace occasion na on my events and so YFL honum tino yambo the promoters in na about the Juma to Moye honum. Now back to the MTN FA Cup. For some time now FKK Yabagana had one of the best organized football competitions Okum had in the MTN FA Cup. And Nkoma yezini na clearly enyimde tournament to yerba issues ba, but as compared to what we see in the Ghana Premier League, it is not like what goes on in the FA Cup. Organizers number one was in the power too much schedule where your competition more fair. And Mesma was what bono at least then by to me assuming the Ghana Premier League obi otu more turn the match obi otu more fix the game. Betting and scandals now, MTN FA Cup now you're on town also. So you won't be surprised to me about the Premier League teams, El Konoko finals. Now you're in Division 1 team. Something about to play in your 2 teams in power when you now put 1 Premier League. Now walk about finals or honum. I'm a competition here fair. And for me that is very clear. The organizers you have bought one bad or honum. Now say you share the 2 teams that will come on the finals now. Premier League team Kumasi as Ante Kotoko against or the Golden Kicks I want to Division 1 and I want to see a camp and this season say Eshoye Kumasi Asante Kotoko. As we spoke about, now expectations was raising one day. Everybody says about we not be a double bi ohonoma and Kawaji. They narrowly missed out on the Premier League, you know, and then when another golden opportunity, they need to be able to win a trophy. Now one find tray. It's in the FA Cup, you know, Kotoko or making sure there's urban and buzzing bana or yaza ones and autumn now or show honum. 5 matches our boy was shot 8 goals or honum and I will concede just a goal in the 5 matches over in the FA Cup, you know, and I will keep it 4 clean sheets in out of the 5 matches now. What boy, you know, it's you know, say Esha Bakara Kotoko for one buzzing bano yaza we two na was you are. And indeed, games are boy in us no kumpo you are. Oko really be on penalties so honum. So very clear that Kotakofuno watch that when it comes to this competition this season now and wasn't money as I will to na was in your honum. If you look at the Golden Cakes, a Division 1 team, a team that was looking for promotion into the Ghana Premier League, pressing it to my on the other side, no, they will focus on the FA Cup, no. Obabona will to na waboni or honum, and won 6 games na waboy or honum, was shot 7 goals, conceded 3. And I was 1 year clean sheets in the 4 out of the 6 games now. What boy no? And I was 2 now once we need 3 matches, no penalties, and I was to qualify another. What more advanced called the next stage of the competition now. Once was to call name. And so we know the sharp contrast. The 2 teams in the Nano, Obiara were 2 na ward and desire, and wasn't born no walk so you are. And a power yet but 2 teams in Yana, one our bad will honum. Now FKK, Obi will be some question there. When it comes to the MTN FA Cup finals now, how have you been playing the tournament? You be diamond stage way. Now the last 5 finals you were there, you boy in the MTN FA Cup. Nina has lived up to expectation. In those games, you have to say you boss you won that goals to tab mupa or honor. So you normalization. You back from 2017, and I started the FA Cup after normalization. In Tabaka in our finals or Cold War Tamale Kotoko called Shahat to vote by 3 goals to 1. Sadek Adams bought a hat-trick in that particular game. No. Fast forward the following year, had to folk by J tournament no would see one so one nad or honoma and Yamoto Mokonkan. Wabra in that game no 2020-21 mum had to folk ball against or Ash Gold game no quite draw honum. But then you career no now had to focus in the game on penalties. Fast forward the next season no had to focus Shebe United 2-1 and I watch you see one nado 2022-2023 Dreams FC Che Kim Faisa shan by 2 goals to 0 and I want so watch tournament to see one nado and a benya and Swatraman versus Oya Tanobo for Aqua no so quite 1-1 and now and Swatraman winning on penalties in Tinde Golden Cakes versus Oya Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So after the last 5 matches now, it was only once, and they be a game 90 minutes of football. No, Obiara to match go or but this time round, after the other 4 not can in now. At least go samba cry no 2 teams over 1.5 or 2 more see. So likelihood that you may a game no, you both to make both sides in your world shall go. And now so they be over 1.5 in the game in Nankasa. So Obama no game na quite interesting. You are going to expect that my attacking threats no. From the 2 sides, and they'll be around 2 on board. Now, now, if you look at the history of the FA Cup now, Accra had to focus on watch another draw power honum, watch 12 times, followed by Kumasi Asante Kotoko 9 times, and I once were 2 na watch honum. In Tinesa Kotoko Yazi, that's what 2 more win the match. They also closing on Accra had to focus with only 2 trophies to go. So when it comes to the Premier League now, challenging on honum, come to the FA Cup, these 2 clubs who are challenging on honum bill. So more interesting. You a lot of the Division 1 league clubs and once we roam in the finals. If you move Roma or too much, if you must work pressure to more bar. The last time I got to share a Division 1 team in the FA Cup finals was against Nanya FC. In that game, Kotoko Lucy or Honor, which is also another history. It doesn't go in favor of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So I'm very sure they will try to work on it. For the second time, one period of Binko Honor. Golden Cakes would also look at that man as I see in the past. No, now once was one cranny there. Sanania FC to me, yeah. Why can't we do same? Already in the FA Cup, no, en route to the finals, no. So on your heart to folk boy, on your Karela boy, they are all Premier League teams. One Mukumpo you to was a goal as a 2. Golden Cakes for Nottingham. So they will have that morale booster there. They should be able to do it. Matty 2 managers now work kasa. If you look at Karim Zito, he's won the trophy before with Dreams FC 2022-23 season. So I did the Nado Honum. So for him, yes. So for him, when it comes to that competition now, or that winning mentality, no, or that experience, no, and open a team like Kumasi Asante Kotoko, so also when it comes to the competition now, where the second best team in Ghana had no, a combination is a Boma. Definitely, Abaka Kotoko Okuta the upper hand, no. So I am very clear Robin coaches in the soir. Karim Zito or beat Golden Cakes for one manager, no.
Right.
But Golden Cakes for no, if you were the underdog, what do you expect? They'll go in there, look at one performance this season, way, finish the game very high, make that a history of Farmer War Home. On the foot of play, I'm going to expect there. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they are going to present the best of the names, you know, as compared to the Golden Cakes. Look at the names. Kwame Pokumu, they are there. Albert Amu Affront, they are there. Goalkeepers, Frederick Asari or Honumbi, Mohamed Kamara or Honum, Samba O'Neill, Ekwechi Honoma, they are there. Abulamu or Honum, Eko Fifi Wanomosa. In Team Menumu, they are going to be there. Justice Blame Kunkumu, they have the quality, they are going to be there. On the range, no Babaya Yamo, Obotuma Abua, Basimu, they are also there. So in terms of the names, they will come in with the vast names and experience, you know,
yes.
And they will try to force that more dominance, you know, on the field of play. Unfortunately for Kotoko, in some of these games in FKK,
yes,
but I expected that one about tournament way. Now was answer why Joe Honum, because I compare Golden Kings players to Kotoko now. I'm sure the Kotoko was so
difference in terms of experience, right?
Yes.
Because said you can be experience and be a quality.
Yes.
And I'm on the was through. And I said because I wish I said road no munina and I'm so no mobile drew on no. We should go start for much check is no movie or maybe a year or muchimwa na year draw. No more penalty shootout. No more to me every and I got also said you church no. How many clean sheets? Four. Right? And no more
considering just one
goal. And we have I bet someone I am a top scorer.
Yes.
And you can cast statistics in this side of making Alboma, Kotoko was so.
Absolutely. Yes, overwhelmingly favorites.
Okay.
In fact, I'm looking at the magnitude of Kotoko of Golden Kings in Pono. Kotoko expected there. Yes, no more. Finals way or Chodo Kobo. No sounds so win the game. Kotoko Chodo Kobo ball FA.
Okay.
One for ball into Tefudo. One ball won't win. But if it's actually Kotoko this season now, their problem has been this was shit team was a ball to Tefudo, not so bonny. Yeah. What Branca Sankasa or one. And that is what meaning the Golden Cakes for in this game way no. Once over year, over Pimpian Bono, you're fun to form a young ball, you're moving to the right movement, right directions, no, the right spaces, no. What the crabia, they will take advantage, no way too much on one. And I'm a game now quite fair. So I'm going to expect the two teams in Yinano. Now, me boy, and I can road to the finals, no, and at the curtain raising Umpono. Absolutely, it is beautiful. Just that would attract the names, you know, because in the Ghana footballer, you still mention Kastle mo, you still mention Stephen Odromo, you still mention other players are first anymore than what years, you know. One year per 1 year. Okay. Until there's a cost to one but getting raising now. They would attract there. People should come there. No one should game, you know. Kotoko won't own it this much. Supporters should be there in their numbers. Kumasi Accra was supporters one crane. I expected that one bus from Kumasi to Accra. You're full house, I'm watching now. You're my beautiful spectacle game on Quay FKK. I expect Kotoko to win this particular tournament into Kotoko. At least, maybe Golden Kings will too much go on your mama. But so Golden Kings will too much go on. Maybe a 2-1 Kotoko. And actually, be a 1-0. And now is a real game Kotoko to win the FA Cup final.
To win the FA Cup. Maybe I'm not compared with Swiss, so maybe I share. I'm sorry, Richard.
Mr. FKK.
I'm just so full of FA Cup.
Yeah, Mr. FKK game, okay. Roda omioni nyanam so na team a watimi ayi akra so folk and na film
yes
team a watimi ayi Karela de na film obetimi ahye Kuma Asante Kotoko
yes
go Kuma Asante Kotoko mo players omo no quality ni hye dan ni suru bia huhu bia sa Mr. FKK but I think say
everybody say debatable
yes but this final no very about the right time at the Ama coach Karim Zito because at the club side we say or they Dreams FC but league num na on shed anye any prestigious trophy bi a Ghana.
So I just pick up.
Coach Karim Zito
OJ.
Yeah, with Dreams. Yes, sorry.
Yes.
With
and
Dreams.
African.
Yes, with Dreams FC. We know with Kotoko. Intino, say we de Kumasi ante Kotoko. AJ FA Cup. Udin beba udi beba record book me ebo udin bi. So on try now on team nje league because Kumasi ante ko when nya de omhye da kwakọ ball papa bi a ho no. Nti motivation no
end. Papa na no dey.
Oh. Say omoko bobo efe a supporters obe call them omani beje no
omoko entertain
yes omoko entertain obi a ho no and member organizers no so abaso for the curtain raiser no and there's nkade am waka nka za ball we because curtain raiser because of yes legends no Bondom Bote ne Samia J especially because Samia J ne early 2000 say Kovo we bri ho no mo hu these players mekai 2002 Samia J one of player medabia ya me di ya wo mu de ma no because o hwe talent and ekura no na nya nkura talent o mekai 2002 Cup of Nations ewo Bamako Mali 2002 o hwe the kind of the kind of saves or or that particular tournament now, especially the Ghana last match against Nigeria. Ghana free there, but everything was about Samia J.
Okay.
World Cup got to a point. Yeah, first World Cup I qualifies no more than bar boy, but ne career na shada NDA papa bia na so obi akọ obi owo akram no obi obetima ko bi omko these players no mo yes, no more because Keke who say any bema attracting crofobebri. That's why I made organizers number so. Because the car golden cakes ne Kumasi bo mo ko bon ko ade aka be betre fie. Because nya de omko akọ entertain you bia. Omko bo papa bia ho. So ma member organizers no. Okay. Omo nso abaso kakra bi on kwabna usu. Ketua bi on no. Is that Keke? Kwabna usu na no. Bo papa ben ya na ni no bo. Because you answer busa question obusa ni say ye hu bio ye hu bio and then na see e bia ubetima ka say bio maybe e bia coaches no ba to cause ye musa kwasi ye ne ye bi ko busa kwasi apia we ye bibia na we ye ko busa kwasi apia
right issue by Brad can come board with chichi that time ana Asamoah ne captains ni hu sensem by na na see players ni join ni course no the tie ni so no na o Asamoah side nti ase oyi nanim kan bibi na no ka say during interview
as a professional player
the can say the person chance bia no nti na yem frɛ no nti say apart from na say bibi fufro ho dia this say bia omu busa mpani for
omu person it is all say you say appear bet na make as a professional player interview so onya chance interviewer ensem bi sa na yenka we yes ema coaches say omo frɛ ama be bi sa ya no mu say no ya ru gangan bi so a football enyi enim say football enya sorry so at as football ball na o ball pitch no so park no say
say o ball the kind one so o ball o show goals
but
what Turkish league no
o ball but kwabno ozu nya obi say party onye player bi onye top player bi
o show goals
yes o show goals bi I say no matter what change was your free say Ghana Black Stars players the players are you're from Ghana Black Stars almost so they are performing in their various leagues
okay
the coach say coach be free player bi a coach ni preference ni tactics ni a call person of first ball
no na can also mobile
a call person ball yeah that's why I'm saying that the ball in shedanye top level bia I also can say your friend in just say e bi o ye bibi just say you go busa obi no more reasons in tia yam friend no so sometimes we a professional player interviews ni ade who bibi kra o mu a say control emotional intelligence is very very important when it comes to your interview ni sa anyama no because still now our time on anim obetuma nya chance ama ya friend no and na nyama betima asesa I'm your friend, I'm Sam Nababe, Bontinia, now you, and yes, you go to me, who said no, and yet at the papa say, Grofons Uti, oh, yes, a Grofo at Tinen Quadasia, and ya the papa.
That's it. Osman, walk a crowd.
Yes, FKK, many say Richie Adwinapa.
Okay.
And maybe feed the angle of joining camps when a join organization be or ya why you in Sukum Hadi.
Okay.
Obi when your opportunity na or kwako ejuma wo baby ejuma biarum. Okodu ho na nkasa wako pitch no ho with one camp. Na pitch with one camp ahwa na nya nkwenkwenya protection. Because a nyimpa na rely on no so ochen bi so onyu who protects you. National team na yakwa akobo. Say yakwa na asomogye na the captain of the team yes, you would respect your leader. But then when take a size in whatever confrontation, nyama bia okodo hono. Into the day you in the camp in 10. As much as in 10. Around that time when you as much in the camp no when you da my favor no. Into a command na. I wonder what our camp will be next. Come make a comment to be no be kwatia. You are seen as a divisive person. Into a command na a rim ben team no. And indeed, as a rich worker no. If a player any opportunity to grant an interview, now will be so your absence in the national team, or performance as a player for your club side not then. Data mean you had no mean sure that not that convinced to honor. Data no doesn't depict player actively or bosom or year ne club side or honor. Now actually the year 2024-2025 so you good airbo.
Yes.
16 matches and Abenton Wabo, but say Abo Turkish League Navy, and they play more than 16 matches. But ne statistics, you know, na mehu 9 goals and I have 2 assists to Honum. Tebekele Biankawaya as a Honum. But the same season, you know, almost about 2 teams no boy. Above Frank Varos and so 2 matches per and oh boy.
Frank Varos say ni team ankasa.
Ni team ankasa no yes, inti ni team ankasa obono. So for the last 3 years now. The matches now wabono for the 3 years no FKK onyaza matches no po odu 30 games so hono.
Okay.
So clearly or a player back there on shada nyadama game time for the 3 years and not the period of 2 years. That's about 30 games in the season now. Or how I drink kakra.
Right.
But if you would that more can he still has opportunity. Your numbers is what is going to put you back into the national team. On your interviews won't be why you are not in the team.
Great.
Yes, into Sokoban now. Who performance watch your Casademo. And can pull will start way. And now you are performing better than the current midfielders and then wingers now. We'll make a case for you. But as it stands now, no. I think they'll be able to turn now.
Okay.
On who makes some other granting to answer certain questions to be. Say for they need any other answer just don't talk about it. They are queen anymore.
But I say Eti Osman is a rich and watch on Mekano also radio over for album now you have to try and come up on Kastle 90.3 FM 0244 408046 0244 408354 0244 408046 0244 408354 and 0332097277 0332097278 MTN FA Cup final no baso ochina 5 p.m. baso nansa na beba no curtain raiser and so top for my knee hard to folk when old players and any Kotoko old players and so and the boy near 245 and Sana 5 Kotoko and so goody kick game no abaso. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, boss. Udin baby afraid.
New York City architecture.
Yes, I'm patching you.
Okay, I think that why Kwesi also
Kwabno
on your mistake. On your coach. On two fan whom measure last time that one fan more board. Did a coach in the way decided that you may appear there or back home. It is a bit and question that like if you are new, you mean all the kind. Maybe all my work at a better. You be sent or kind of I just will be coaching now. I think on your mistake or
okay.
The coaching or prepared or he's ready to come.
That's if he around with his attention. Sana see echo also with me a friend Abbas. Never said the person who said Yama is better than Vinicius Junior don't know football. It's like you comparing Mouse to Lion. Vinicius Junior is consistent and has been on the Ballon d'Or and nearly won it in both. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, boss. Bachinti or Dimbe Free. Yeah, Insurani. Insure the tax. Oh, okay. You're quiet.
Na India ni Sankama Kwamani or say you would grow more. Alaka Silsa, so many baby.
I am
later match now. My idea for Anna has in Slovenia. It's not a touchdown so about Marco. Yeah, match very fine. Yeah, I'm a match. And a match in the Unia, Macron went to be match in the but easy. But it's not why you have to put the main Kalila Puma matter.
Okay.
Match me a couple of very much. I'm That's what I did, Mr. Central for, you know. One year,
okay.
One will go there for maybe ask them that also be our house. I'm on the planet, let me know, yes, where come out. 1 year, there's no copy here. The couple of Mrs. Among any other level and Fanny come cry. Okay. Only have a ball, no whatever Paladina, whatever. But 7 years to record the way and ordering 5 trophies. What I say, who will do anything? Yes, more talent than we are on yesterday.
Okay. Thank you for having. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Open to them.
Nyamina don't patch also.
Oh, I get back to you.
All right, sir. Patching too.
I also now you're okay. So, as I'm so control, no, Celia, competition could be as that man. I think we're lucky. No, when you're appointed to be opportunity, we should come out. I said, one worker, Mother can go with a coach.
That's it. That's it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Patch your radio and call for my.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
In Patch your uncle.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben, Patch your too.
Hey, Yamia, oh, body, papa. Hey. The papa, Yamia, sometimes you know you are slower. What you papa, on your show, what did you come a paya credit? On your no chance of about what they died now. And I'm a boy.
Your can
nobody, I'm not playing. I don't know, yeah. John Terry. Okay, can you open a minute? I need to make them crazy.
Yes.
Yes, it's nonsense. Nobody, Papa is any young one doing it yourself. Oh, Mama, Adam. In a way, the way of an old place or body.
Yes.
The whole decade. This is the only match of all board Ghana had on board, Papa. Oh, telling you, he does not right. He has a rest of organization.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a team manager. And no, what way you two is. Master, I'm a boy. How you not give us a come out, you know? Straight up. But that's all, Bimra.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ben. Good morning.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And then I had to go out the man here.
Okay.
When I went to them, the Mr. Water.
Right.
Muslim with the middle bishop, for fire. Watching you there. Apart from Usman, one and not in a winter.
Sir Richard.
Sir Richard. You can also have a book fire. And I know more good today. Then we play up and one could be so good. Yeah, I know where you're in the way there. I'm a boy for Pano. You can also. No, so is more than Abra would just take a Kotoko, in Tekotoko, Abra, Utmanoy and analysis to prepare to cut the whole Kotoko winning. About some news about you also Kotoko, Popiano, or one Kobo and Popia. 8 tribute your work, and I listen to your I need Kotoko, division what? I won't go for it for Bobo, Papa. No Kotoko, one Kobo, Popia, play Popia. Be the enemy upload in a fire you recall. Be the killing you. I'm a fire. Into my back to Popia like giant. I'm a fire. What I call Good
morning.
Good morning, SKK.
Aha, but what's can you?
SKK. Our friend that
Kobere Wusu, na some no can. And who there, born or lobo. And then some churn way be said, yes, I'm so control you. You want control them is the way fail no way. Some churn will be said. I didn't know Bob Rasta, not I didn't win your Congo. And when you coach or prayers. No, now soon to know Shan from Bombo Blasta. And to be said, your friend, that didn't know one baby in Yasambia, Ghana for a year can't say Modogo. Boy, young cats and boy was to be a what you need him then or in Ghana Blasta and you couldn't know what your fair pairs are. Couldn't what your fair pairs. Go pay in a starter. 15
games, 9 goals.
No on Saturday, no sir. But I know she who don't know. No more was sir. It's a coach in Yansam, a family MTF Cup. Yes, MTF Cup, see, and you might be a quackable. He is a or find Premier League tweets in the Bank can go over to win because I know Africa or prayers of Gutumaja Africa. This is one of work for Africa, what head and Okumia to win in the match. And here, me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Oh, bro, into it, let's say you. Voice from that Pijam Kaka, I said, yes, it's here.
Yeah, the region we pronounce them or Casma Papa. Yes.
No warning, and I said,
oh, that be
yes.
On the opportunity that I need to go. So I say, now I feel to know, legal and because of the prayers to be bright. Still, I'm going to be bright. So I'll catch a saying to me, Bobo, but be only in the year.
No, for so cast a born, I say, your fate, Mumbo by a fate.
Okay, yes, the number chance of effort.
Okay.
Number chance of effort. Now, golden cake, MPG. Send I'm training.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Namudiasa. Now, a bet your money so. Against supporters, I'm here there. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning. Final caller.
Champion FKK.
So California taxi driver.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Champion FKK. All that now boys to be no more no more legend has legend but on the net was saying but do not to say this are the players oh you know all but has played a break or talk about community boy and auntie oh but not about kind I mean golden kicks it takes whatever so much but they will not do that what I say or making Chimo because golden case we in Africa no mean what I say name I'm telling has legends for say or we should to legend for no and for mommy okay na for no definitely they will win the game but has legends no or we show mo okay ninja why
that's California I mean good morning Reverend Kudia
and pay Mumbo Abasu
that's it
Mumbo Pandit for me now Emma is your phone happy for this day.
Yeah, that's it.
And the pay wow wouldn't carry and the person with the water. Don't bomb about it.
What's the name of that?
Like the bar and the shroud. Some program so.
Hey, every day. We a better look coming from an unto from the local game, which is domestic religion. But I didn't perceive mechanic. The people are wrong.
Okay.
Let me a man or man who should do. Also calm down. No, Omupijano, Munjai, Noyan and Fratano, Munjai, Noyakora. Then the meeting Christian Ronaldo, I will be young.
Okay.
Yes, friend. A fortunate the man, and it's in your wine, and it's a boy, that's it on them. That's it.
But that's it. Reverend, also, dear chat for their mind. For your final one. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, boss, Pacho, young Quay. We, my young call.
Oh,
man, Pachenko.
What I want to man.
Naminado.
It's not born over a very fine for a family.
Okay.
And no one over can ask them. If I one can leave over the branch, and you can last time I said, well, you know, all the time.
Okay.